game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, had a game so. It's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the mind state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus a mule and 8 acres. A lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'ma fuck her, then I leave her. It's the old Mac needs, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac needs.
Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence to move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through and wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dropping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tab, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man here to get away drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the... As I make my way
The fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.
What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at ya.
Yo, it's Hannon.
All right. Let's see who's up in the building before we start shouting out some news. We got Derek in the house. Salute.
What up, Derek?
What up, Emil?
What up, Emil?
Let's see. Niner MMA. What up?
What's good with it?
Yeah, Joe in the house. What up? He came in right in at 4:20 West Coast time.
What you yelling for?
Let's see. Bakes a lot. What up? Austin. What up? Miguel. What up? Bogey into the Matrix. Hey, Yuck in the house. What up? He said made it on time. What's up, crew? What's going down? And Bake said, damn, the orphan team is 10 in 10 is fucked up in IDP. Send me your trades. I'll send you some. I'm super, super stacked in the number 10 in IDP. And One Nation, what up? Ed Tay in the house. What up? We're going to get ready to smoke here. And, oh, man, so who is the Jets quarterback going to be? There's speculation it could be Tom Brady. There's speculation it could be Colin Kaepernick because Colin Kaepernick told his agent to reach out to the Jets. There's some speculation that Matt Ryan might be getting a call. We got some speculation on Gardner Minshew. Crazy people speculated Cam Newton, but Robert Saleh, he came out and he said, stop with the questions. Zach Wilson is our quarterback.
Exactly.
That's what I think too.
Wow. And then simultaneously, they're talking about perhaps kicking the tires on a Matt Ryan, or maybe trading for a Gardner Minshew to Ginsu, or you know what I mean.
And let's see who said this. Where was it? And Emil said, read somewhere that the Jets might be trading for Matthew Stafford. I mean, that wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. Not the same conference, and definitely not the same division. I mean, would it take the Rams sucking to move off of Matthew Stafford, or would they just move off of him because they could get some value and they know their team's gonna suck either way?
I mean, you know, it's not like they're gonna be nice about it. They're gonna be like, oh, well, since you're in a shit situation, give you room for the low. Like I can still see. Get you a bowl. We're doing get you a bowl. I can still see, dude, like, you know what I mean, wanting a first round in return for a Stafford. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, but the one thing that they got going for them now is now that Rodgers isn't playing, they got a first rounder.
That's what I'm saying.
So they weren't expecting to have that because they expected to be in the Super Bowl and Rodgers be there the whole time. And now they got a first rounder to play around with that they didn't think they were going to have.
I want one.
Niner MMA said, where's Teddy B? Well, Teddy B's out there in Detroit.
Yeah, let me see.
Let's see. What up, Chase? And thanks for signing up on Patreon, Chase. He said it was bad. He had to make the catch of the year to grab it. Or wait, what was it? Oh, Aaron Rodgers is saying in the staff to help Zach Wilson by adding another vet. Could really add drama, but there's the Jets. Yeah, I feel like if you go for another veteran quarterback, you just get rid of Zach Wilson. Put him in the trade. Like he would be like Goff was in that trade for Matthew Stafford back in the day. Got to use Wilson as the move to go get another piece. So then the other team could try to get younger. Let's see. And Yuck said, but if anyone's replacing Zach, I guess is Stacy's mom.
You know what? They didn't want Zach Wilson to begin with. They're bringing in Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
It's not going to surprise me if they bring in somebody, but can they bring in someone that's they feel comfortable with? Probably not.
Like Jake just said here, I want to see Phillip Rivers. Like, why are so many people saying Phillip Rivers? He hasn't played in like 2 or 3 years now.
Because he knows how to get the ball out quick behind a shitty offensive line, maybe.
I mean, that's true. But, man, I mean, when you just don't play for that long, how do they expect him to come back? No training camp, just get on the field and, like, you know, be anywhere but mediocre.
I mean, he's had like 8 kids since he left to make it a total of like 17.
Yeah. Hey, Triple X Lex. What up? What up? He said drop Deontay, Elijah Mitchell, Nico for any of these guys. Josh Kelly, Gus Edwards, Justice Hill, Kyren.
I mean, all of them.
Well, I mean, I'm not dropping Deontay, but
no, we're not doing that.
Elijah Mitchell or Nico. I mean, I kind of don't want to drop Nico. I still did get 11 targets, but Elijah Mitchell, I mean, I feel like I'd rather have a Josh Kelly who, if Eckler, you know, doesn't play at all, like, yeah, he's a starting QB. Elijah Mitchell's never really going to be the starting wide receiver over there, or running back. I said QB, but running back.
I mean, I would. I want Josh Kelly, so I'll get rid of Mitchell for Kelly.
Yeah,
and I'm okay if I don't have any of those other guys.
Oh damn! Ed doesn't even know what's up. Ed doesn't even know what's up with Eckler yet. Oh man, ankle issue. And he tweaked it in the game this past week, and he's not practicing today. This is something we got to monitor all week. This is something we got to monitor all week. That is for sure. But yeah, Josh Kelly, make moves and go pick them up because we don't know what's going to happen or how valuable he's going to be. But he literally split reps with Eckler because Eckler tweaked his ankle during the game.
But I mean, here's the thing too: is he was in an interview today, and he was telling people, yeah,
who was in the interview today?
Austin Eckler.
Okay.
Yeah, he was asked about it, like who, for fantasy purposes, who were playing. He said it's Josh Kelly. It's just good to hear it from the guy, right?
I mean, it'd be weird if anybody was coming out and saying, oh, it's going to be Isaiah Spiller or anything like that. Like, come on, the writing is on the wall. Of course, it's Josh Kelly. And Yuck says Tom Brady is done for sure. And he's part owner of the Raiders. So why would he come out of retirement and then he would like not be able to, like, I don't know. It would like, you'd have to go backwards on like whatever he did to become part owner of the Raiders.
I mean, I don't think they signed that thing. They didn't pass that rule, right?
Yeah.
Be a part owner and a player to some capacity.
Yeah. And Evan, what up? He said, would you start Swift or Josh Kelly? This is a later in the week type of question. Well, at least tomorrow. Gainwell's been ruled out. So, I mean, I guess if you guys want to take a shot on Swift, but I don't think they like what?
Who do the Chargers play?
I don't even know.
I'll play Kelly, bro. I don't think Eckler plays this week. Even the way he said, he's like, hopefully I can, I could be real efficient with my rehab and I don't miss too much time. I mean, or time at all. He said something like that, like he caught himself. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Chargers are playing the Titans. I don't want to start DeAndre Swift though, even though Gainwell isn't playing. But
yeah, I'd rather go up against one of like the tougher run defenses because Tennessee, for what it's worth, they're a funnel defense. You throw on them.
Yeah, and I mean Minnesota's just all bad all around. Let's see. And Tyler's, I got a question for you guys. Need some other brain power to figure this out. We'll throw it in. Don't waste a comment by not putting the question in with that comment. Because we're just going down the list like one by one.
We were just waiting for you the whole time.
Ian said, do I trade Algier for Christian Watson? I would rather have Algier than Christian Watson.
I mean, if Christian Watson can draw me more than Algier plus, I'm doing that.
Unless someone says it different, I'm assuming that it's always, do I trade away Algier for Christian Watson? Like whoever's first. I'm assuming that's who they're trading away. Triple X Lex said I could drop Gainwell for Kelly too, but probably gonna hold him. Yeah, I would just hold Gainwell. Hopefully you can throw him in the IR spot.
You guys don't have IRs, man.
Yeah. What up, Jay Levin?
What up, Levin?
And Jake came out and said Eckler did go on a fantasy show saying that he wants less of a workload, and with Kelly it's going to be a split. Yeah, because he's making business decisions out there. He gets paid the same amount whether he gets a whole workload or half a workload. So, and he already got hurt. This is why they didn't want to pay you, Eckler, because you always fucking get hurt.
I feel like Eckler is on the team for his own good. He doesn't really, you know what I mean? I think he's at that point. I think he knows better than us where he's looking around that organization like no one's going to win here.
Yeah.
Even like he was disgruntled on that show. He was like, yeah, you can put up a lot of points. Not enough, apparently. He said some shit like that. I was like, damn. You on the Chargers.
It's different when you're making business decisions and when you're being loyal to the team. You'll just lie because of loyalty, but now he ain't being loyal. Now he just tell the truth.
Yeah.
Jay, what up? He said, hey, man, never done a dynasty before, but if you still got that spot, DM me about it. Dang. So both spots got swooped up like in the morning after the show. So unfortunately, they're not available anymore.
Think long, think wrong. Or study long, study wrong, or something like that.
All right, here goes Tyler's question. Half PPR. I got to pick my wide receiver 2 and 3 in the lineup. Options are Mike Williams, Mike Thomas, Gabe Davis, Terry McLaurin, and Pukanuka. So if you're going just 2 spots, you got to start Mike Williams versus Tennessee. It's ugly, man. I mean, Mike Williams is the only one that I want to throw in there right away. One thing to remember, do not take a Wednesday answer as the final answer. We're literally here all week and all the way up until Sunday morning doing shows and answering questions. So don't take a Wednesday answer as a final answer. Because like even right now, like even through my head, there's so many things that could change with the rest of these guys in between now and Sunday. Probably going to go D-Hop, though, versus the Chargers. That's for now. And Jake said Eckler won't risk injury. He's already injured. You mean won't risk further injury? Yeah, for sure. What up, T-No? Yuck said Swift could take the most reps, but Boston's probably going to be taking goal line attempts. Yeah, that's why I don't want to start Swift like at all. I have a 0 DeAndre Swift, and I feel sorry for anybody who does have him and drafted him and redraft. But yeah, I would wait to see what happens like with Swift. I would not play him, and I would just try to trade him if he gets any kind of touches.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna get a matchup where you can make him look good, then flip him.
And Derek said Eckler's okay. He's just mad he didn't get his bread, so he's hurt. Nah, I mean, he's going to make business decisions, but, I mean, he has a lot of incentives, like, based into his contract as well. So not playing would only mean he's not going to hit those incentives or more than likely not.
And for those that don't understand what business decision, what it means to us is like I don't think he's lying about being hurt. But he's hurt. Why would he go out there and play hurt for these motherfuckers?
Exactly. Yeah.
Business decision. You know what I'm talking about? He's like, listen, you didn't want to give me my money. I'm not going to go out there and hurt myself further for y'all.
Yeah.
And that's cool because Josh Kelly time.
Yeah, for sure. And look what happened with Baker when Baker was in Cleveland his last year. He should have been making business decisions, but he was being loyal to a fault to the Browns. He goes out there, puts out bad tape, gets hurt way more, and then nobody wants him or anything after that. So that's why you make business.
It's funny because it's like people still wanted him, but it was the undesirable teams.
Yeah, and it was like, yeah, we want him for pennies on the dollar. You got to eat some of this money that before you send him over here, like all that kind of stuff.
And then the Buccaneers actually gave him some decent bread here.
Yeah.
Like all things considered, you know what I mean? For him, like really not putting any resin. I mean, I guess if he has two things that will always stand true for him and help him when he's looking for a job. Is that he's the former first pick overall, and then he's got the Browns to the playoffs and beat the Steelers. Like that, that says a lot. You know what I mean?
For sure. I mean, it's the most that anybody's done there in Cleveland in like, I don't know, since Jim Brown. I don't even know if that's true or not, but it seems like it. And Jay said, would you bench Miles Sanders for Pierce or Monty? I'd probably bench him for Monty.
Monty against the Seahawks, I like it.
Yeah.
Pierce against Indy, it's not bad either. But I mean, Seahawks they're worse against the run.
Jay Levin said, kind of a usage trade. Do I trade Swift 24 second for Brian Robinson? Yeah. In a New York minute, man.
Yeah, give me that thing.
Go do that. And Yuck said Eckler been on my do not draft list for a couple years. Yeah, he just always gets hurt. Like that, it's always at the wrong time.
You know what's funny is like that guy is hoping Eckler gets hurt every year so he can be right about that list.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I told you guys. Eckler is like the bomb. You know what I mean? Eckler is like literally like the bomb. Like, bro, he's about to blow up one of those days right in our face, but I'm willing to roll with it until then.
And Chris said start one flex. London, Elijah Moore, Nico. Not London. Probably just go Elijah Moore on Monday.
Sit down, please.
Let's see. Lee said thoughts. I receive Waddle and Dalvin Cook. I give up Higgins and Pierce. No,
I'm not doing that.
Because I don't want to get Cook. Like that just sours the whole deal.
Everybody just hey Higgins sucks, huh? Everybody. He's really not good at all. Just drop him. Stop trying to trade him away. Just drop him.
What up, Pete Talk?
Cheering with me.
He said I started dropping Tank Dell in places, and then Noah Brown goes on IR, and Schultz marked as questionable. Yeah, but a lot of people get marked as questionable on Wednesday because they just don't put in a full practice. Like, is he hurt to where he might not be playing on Sunday?
I mean, he's been like dinged up like pretty much the entire preseason or since the preseason, right? That sucks though, fucking Schultz.
Bake says if Swift booms this week without Gainwell, would you flip him for Ramondre or Najee? If Swift somehow booms, I would flip him for whoever someone's willing to give you for him.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like I think this is punishment for you drafting Swift. No one's gonna accept your trades.
And Brad McCoy says, should I start Nuka against the Niners? It's not my first choice. Like, he was a number one waiver wire pick to get on your team, not necessarily to pick up and start unless you're desperate.
Well, I mean, if he's going to get volume like that, I don't care if it's ugly. And the question is he a start over who? Right? Because then also, here's another question. Why ain't you tried to flip him yet? Maybe somebody might be prepared to overpay you. Higgins plus, find the guy. Hopefully he has Higgins, DJ Moore, and Joe Burrow. And just be like, here's Puka Nuka.
Yeah. Jay said, I think we're looking at a role reversal between Akers and Kyren. I'm scooping him where I can. I wouldn't say that, but I bet we see a 50-50 split, like just pretty much.
What's Cam Akers' role to begin with?
Yeah, because,
tell me that first before you say a role reversal, because you got one guy who had 22 carries and played like a third of the amount of snaps that Kyren did. You know what I mean? Which is Cam Akers. Cam Akers gets all the work on the ground, does nothing with it. Also gets the tug. I don't know. I mean, because
it's really the two Kyren touchdowns, right? I mean, that's what everybody's clamoring to.
Yeah, and he did play more snaps, but when he's out there, he's not getting the ball. So, I mean, there's hella different ways you could look at it. And then you go say, hey, it was the matchup. Okay, after this weekend, are we going to be surprised if Monty and what's his name? Gibbs. Yo, you're so cranky. Go to sleep already.
Because, I mean, the thing that's crazy is like,
no.
Cam got a touchdown, right? I mean, Kyren got 2. But yeah, Cam Akers, I mean, with way less snaps, got 7 more rushing attempts as well. So Kai Ren got 2 targets, didn't even come down with any of the receptions. I think it's just going to be ugly for that team.
I don't know. My guess with the bad offensive line probably would be Kyron. It seems like he's more explosive, make anything happen behind that line. Then if you see like the way they were just, they're getting the ball out, I mean, it's because of that line. I don't know. My Niners about to fuck them up. Let's go. Fuck Sean McVay, you fucking ripoff.
And Benny Gone Wild said, "Is Cam Akers a bust?"
Where did you draft him?
I was just thinking about it in real life. I mean, he's a second-round running back. Like this is why running backs don't get drafted in the first round like that, because a lot of them end up,
he's a third-round running back, right? Him and single barrel Daryl Henderson.
No, he was a second rounder, but it was like, I swear it was like right at the end of the second round.
Okay, because it was definitely because him and Daryl Henderson were both like drafted in the same rounds.
He was 52.
There it is.
Yeah.
Back of the second. Yeah, I mean, he's had in his career, he's had 2 stretches of like 6-game stretches where he was like awesome. That's it. That maybe put that together over the course of 2 seasons. You got 12 good games.
And he keeps getting hurt. So, I mean, that's really what it is. Maybe that's why they're throwing out Kyren out there to block and do the dirty work.
I know. It's weird to do that because Kyron's a little ass fucker.
I know.
You know what I mean?
They just know that Cam has hella bad luck and keeps getting hurt like all the time.
Cam's big for nothing. He has 0 technique. I mean, Philip Lindsay, he was small and he had a nice little technique. He had like a little corkscrew block.
And he's like, what? He's like
low to the ground and kind of corkscrew up his shoulder into a motherfucker coming at him. You know what I mean?
He's like 215, right?
Ooh, Kyron?
Cam.
Oh yeah, he's over 200. Yeah, he's the biggest back they have.
And Chris said Dak for Danny Pesos, 1 for 1. I have Goff and honestly prefer Goff this season than Dak. And no, like why? I hate trading 1 for 1 in the same position. But yeah, why would you do that? It makes 0 sense. But
I mean, at least he was honest. I like Jared Goff. I hate Dak. Basically.
Yeah, like if you really want Dak off your team like that, like trade him away, but don't ask us for advice. Like if you should make a bad trade or not.
And like
the answer's always going to be no.
Something you need, not like some shitty ass backup. You just set it yourself. You like Jared Goff. Why would you need a Danny dumbass, right? I mean, for the bye week. And then like that'd be funny if they have the same bye week too. It's like, hey, you really did that for no reason, you know what I mean?
And especially if you're not trading for something that you're going to throw in your starting lineup, why wouldn't you wait until Dak has a good game and then trade him for something good? Not just something.
I'm take it from me. I do this a lot. I mean, I've been doing this a lot, and I've done this before. It just happens to me. Like I trade something away stupidly like that, and it comes back to beat me in the playoffs. So just hopefully you don't go up against Dak in the playoffs and he shreds you up.
Tino said make the end zone trampolines. I mean, that'd be cool. Be like an different version.
Everyone's going to die, Tino. You would have to have your designated like foods that you tag in to come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a instead of a DH, you got like a DJ, like a designated jumper.
Triple X Lex said pick one. Nico, Gainwell, Rashawn, Khalil, or Warren. Well, Gainwell's not playing tomorrow, so it shouldn't be him.
Gainwell got ruled out already?
Yeah. Him, Bradbury, and Blankenship got ruled out. So
I saw the
Blankenship through the air going down tomorrow. I'm just gonna go with Roshan as of right now. It'd be Roshan or Nico is how I'd be leaning. Neither of them play on Thursday, so you got time.
Yeah, and for me, it would be, you would actually be able to see what you need. Oh my God! Hey, let me call you back. I'll be right back. I'm shit everywhere.
And let's see. Austin said, "What's the news on Eckler?" Nothing other than he might not be playing this week because of the ankle. So that the same news of that we had is that him playing this Sunday is still in jeopardy. Jake said, hey, Seahawks did good against the run bogey. They were just on the field too damn much. But that is a trash run game and a trash line, though. I mean, we're not going to, like, honestly say that the Rams are, like, any kind of good run team right now. What up, Dion? Oh, what? I didn't even see that one. Magic Man, what up, Magic Man? I said, now Connor's calf is hurt. Oh, man. And Austin said, dude, what's up with Aaron Jones? He's probably not playing this week. Hamstring injury.
It's annoying, too. They were trying to downplay it like, oh, well, he might have could have get back into the game. He's like, no.
Yeah. When we saw that happen, we knew he wasn't coming back. Like, you start screaming and grabbing your hamstring in the end zone after a touchdown. Like, that's not good. It's not good. And Jose said, would you trade away Ayuk and Aaron Jones for Chase? I got countered with that offer. No.
I mean, I might do that, actually. I'll do that.
What if Ayuk does end up being a top 5 receiver throughout the year?
Then that would be one of those stupid moves I talking about where later on I'm in the playoffs with Jamar Chase, right? Here comes this motherfucker against me in the chip. And he has Ayuk and a motherfucking and a goddamn whatever the fuck else I traded him, and if he go into war, he gets me.
Yeah, don't do it, man. Don't do it. I like getting Chase, but don't give up Ayuk to do it right now. Like, I don't think Ayuk is someone that we should be selling high on. I think you just hold because this is a high-powered offense, and if he is really Brock Purdy's like favorite target in the red zone, like you want that.
I'll tell you this much: it's a bit of an overreaction. I would
Which part?
Not selling high. I would hella consider selling high. They have so many weapons that the inconsistencies might be there from week to week. You know what I mean? But never say that it's not a great start or he can't not finish top 5. You know what I mean? I mean, there might be matches where like okay, CMC. He had the big run, kind of saved his day. You know what I mean? We get those 2 touchdowns. If it's the one, he's still top 5 on the week. I mean, I can nitpick it. George Kittle's banged up. You know what I mean? Like, who do they got? Who do the Niners got this week? They got the Rams. Historically, they go over the middle on the Rams. You know, I might see a lot of Debo and George Kittle. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's the first game of the year, but he led the team in targets. And, like, it's not like Debo wasn't getting targeted. It's not like Kittle wasn't getting targeted.
Yeah.
But there was one guy who was getting more separation from everybody. And it just so happened to be Brandon Ayuk. Is that because he's third fiddle to the way that the defenses might be thinking? We got to stop Debo. We got to stop Kittle. And then Brandon Ayuk's kind of next.
It's definitely a specific, like, that's why I was saying, like, this week specifically, like, how we play against the Rams, usually, you know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, like, that could have been a matchup they found, and they just kept exploiting it over and over again with Ayuk. I love it. I got all the Ayuks in the world. I'm just saying, like, if I can sell high, like, as fuck, like, I think that's awesome. It's not expensive for him to get chased like that.
Well, but is it selling high if it's Ayuk plus another one of your players to get Chase? Like, that seems that doesn't seem like selling high.
I think, like, the type of chase game that we saw week 1, Brandon Ayuk's going to have about 4 or 5 of those weeks. You know what I mean? When Chase is probably going to be more consistent on a week-to-week basis. And I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you know what? For all the Brandon Ayuk truthers, including myself, this is what he was pacing out to be. And if you look at just his stretch with Brock last year, but same thing with Debo and Kittle. They were all pacing to be like 100 target motherfuckers. And, it's like insane.
And I guess my point is, I'm not saying don't sell high on Ayuk, but paying 2 players for Chase, I mean, that's not selling high. If someone traded,
was whack though. Who was the other player?
It was Aaron Jones. I mean, he's hurt right now.
Yeah. I mean, you like Aaron Jones more than me for sure. And
but still, like, if you could get
right now too, that's why I'm like, send him.
Like, if you could get Chase for Ayuk straight up, I mean, I know that's probably not going to happen, but there's people who overreact and they literally just go off of shit that happened in week 1. I bet you it is possible for something like that to happen. And why not an Ayuk plus something else and go after Jefferson? Like, I mean, Ayuk scored more than Jefferson in week 1. If people are panicking like on certain things, or maybe they think they'd be coming up on Ayuk +1 for Jefferson.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I mean, I'm always trying to tear up. So that's the thing. It's like if I feel it's tearing up from Ayuk to Chase, so I'm willing to do that. And I think that's a robbery right there. You know what I mean? I know what Aaron Jones could be, but he also is like, man, he gets hurt every year.
And Blue Crew said, in terms of rest of the season outlook. Well, just remember, rest of the season outlook for right now.
These are my favorites. You don't like these ones. These are my favorite ones.
Well, no, because here's rest of season outlook. Yeah. Rest of season outlook could change tomorrow. It could change next day. It could change next Tuesday. So how about just as of right now? Like that's what we'll do. He said, who do you think's likely to have a better season out of Shaheed and Bourne?
Bourne.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean on Bourne. I think Shaheed was a little fluky versus,
like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think Shaheed was a little fluky versus one of the worst secondaries in the league.
But I think the most unreliable one out of the two will be Kendrick Bourne.
Yeah, really, I would just try to put in claims on both of them if that's what this is about. Like putting claims on both. Maybe you'll get one. Maybe you'll get both. Both look like solid pieces, though, either way. I went out there and snatched up some Bournes and some Shaheeds.
Yeah.
It's funny, my best balls that I have Shaheed, those are some of the ones that went over 400 points.
Yeah, so what's the Shaheed stat line? I don't even know. I know he was getting targets, but I didn't even look at it. He put up like over 100.
I found an app that makes yourself.
Nice. Super cool, dude.
And I found my hair, but I couldn't find any black powder.
Oh, man.
Color. So I had to use that color.
Okay.
That
looks like you.
Yeah.
So Shaheed is 6 targets, 5 receptions, 89 yards, and he had that tug.
Oh, the tug. That's right. That's what. Yeah.
And let's see.
Bogard.
Nigel said, "Would you use your?"
I
don't think you can see it, but it's hard to see phone on the screen. And Nigel said, "Would you use your first waiver wire on Zach Wilson in the 3 QB league?" Waiver wire's already ran, so if you didn't use it already, you didn't get him. That looks cool, Noble. It's hard. I told you, it's like super hard to see though.
But it's he drew, huh?
It's on an app. It's super hard to see though, Noble. You can't. It's tough.
The app is called Emoji Me.
Emoji Me. And yes, I'm not falling for Puka, flash in the pan, man. Well, I don't think he's going to be a flash in the pan, but if anyone's expecting him to go crazy versus the Niners, I don't think that's necessarily going to happen.
I mean, he's a 5th-round draft pick. I had to go look up on this kid. He's a 5th-round draft pick. He would have been higher when whatever issues that teams had with him, so he fell. And Sean McVay, you gotta respect this gangster when it comes to diagnosing receivers.
Yeah. Well, he's missed a lot on receivers too, though.
Yeah. I mean, like Tutu.
Like Van Jefferson.
Yeah. Because all of a sudden these guys and forget Van Jefferson, I mean, even Tutu being in the conversation this week, right?
I think you just got lucky with Cooper Kupp.
That's more flash in the pan.
Yeah. I think he just got lucky.
See, here's doing
Cooper Kupp. Stay healthy to save his life.
Cooper Kupp, I think, was his 2nd draft pick he ever chose. I think the 1st draft pick he ever made.
Because they didn't have a 1st rounder.
Yeah, they didn't have a first or 2nd, I think. And then the first person they took was Gerald Everett, who was supposed to be he was supposed to be his Jordan Reed, because you remember he was coming over from Washington and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they draft Cooper Kupp. You know what I'm saying? And Cooper Kupp was supposed to be renowned for his route running and his amazing hands. And the cop for Puka is basically Cooper Kupp. If only I wasn't lazy, I could look this up. I would have been one of the ones who had Puka everywhere on a Sunday before everybody. But he would have blew up on my bench. I'm not crazy enough to be yes, get this random guy and throw him in there.
21 CJV, top PPR running back to trade for. CMC.
Yeah,
he's the top running back. So
how about this? Here's the most realistic one to trade for, because no one's gonna come off CMC. I'd say it's Eckler, because he's kind of banged up right now. You might be able to shimmy him loose from somebody. You know what I mean?
Well, he just said the top PPR running back. So I mean, that's,
Yeah, like who to go after. Yeah, but I'm saying the most. And then I said I agree with you, but then I backed it up with the most realistic option right now of somebody you could probably get off somebody would be I'd say Austin Eckler and then Najee. Who else can we probably get off fools right now?
anybody who had a not such a good game in week 1.
Everybody except for the top 5 finishers.
Peacock said Noah Brown played 60% of the snaps. The wide receiver 3 snaps. Tank Dell plays 37%, and now he's out for 4 weeks. Okay, yeah, so there's just going to be more snaps to go around for a Tank Dell.
Close the door, check.
Jake said it also depends on who you have in your running back spot. I wouldn't start either my flex. Okay. Big BS said DJ, Puka, Dotson, start one. I said playing Fields also. I mean, it's probably DJ Moore. Who do they play this week? And they're not going up against Jair Alexander this week. Oh, yeah. The Bucks, Carlton Davis.
Yeah, booty in a second. Buccaneers are a funnel defense.
Yeah. Let's see.
No. Don't go on there. Don't go in the shower, dude.
Let's see. Yeah, let's get back to some of this news. And Crispy, you the man. Thanks for gifting the Twitch subscription over there. You the man. Everybody get over to Twitch. Will said, pick one QB, Pesos, Mac Jones, or Derek Carr. I'll go with McCoracle this week.
Go ahead, dude. Just close the door after.
Let's see. All right. For the Chiefs, Andy Reid said the plan is for Chris Jones to play on Sunday. Travis Kelce practiced today, and they said that he's looking more likely like he's going to go on Sunday.
I was gonna say this today's if he practiced that all today, that's putting him on that pace. One.
Yeah.
I had to win everywhere in spite of him. It was tough. Kelsey, you son of a bitch, come back to me.
Let's see. Brees Hall limited today. Mike McDaniel says they expect Teron Armstead to get back there and practice.
And they're able to protect him pretty well. I just want to say everyone's actually tripping off of Tua being protected so well. It was the Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers are wild.
They don't have any pass rush.
Hey, what up, Marty? Marty in the house.
What up, Marty?
Let's see. Corduroy Pimpin is back practicing on Wednesday.
This kid has to touch every single thing. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Drives me crazy.
And she puts everything in her mouth. Right now, that's what Noble was doing at 2 years old. Had to put everything in his damn mouth.
She got over that phase a long time ago. Go ahead, dude. Get up out of there. I don't know why you have to stand there after you're done, bro.
NFLPA's new executive director, Lloyd Howell, this is Sam Howell's uncle, he said that all NFL stadiums need to have natural grass.
All right, random guys.
Well, he's the NFLPA's new executive director.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought it was just some beat reporter. Like, yes.
No. So I wonder, I mean, him saying that, I wonder, I mean, this is like collective bargaining agreement, like type shit, you know? So like, I wonder, is that something that they would even have?
Wonder why is it the look of it? Don't lean on that, bro. Don't lean on that thing.
It's cheaper, and you don't have to maintain
the look, right? It's easier to maintain the look. But
well, you don't have to do anything, dude. There's no maintaining the look. It's just turf. You know,
I'm saying, but okay, when I say the look, I'm talking about the way that motherfucker looks on television. You know what I mean? Like they wanted like a certain look. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, really, this probably comes down to probably not wanting to pay groundskeepers, because I'm sure every team paid a shitload of money on groundskeepers, you know, during the season and in the off season, because you can't just let it turn into
turf was always indoor joints.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's Arizona, who had their indoors, but they have actual grass, and they have to take it outside and all kinds.
Well, no, it's like the floor of the stadium comes out of the stadium so they can put the grass under the sun.
There it is. You know what I'm saying, Mike? It sounds easy.
That shit's wild. I don't know how, you know, I mean, I guess they don't really have a parking, you know, lot or structure on that side of wherever the grass comes out of. That's the only thing I can assume is you need that designated space for that.
I mean, the motherfucker was Like, bro, okay, man, I guess I don't know, because I'm not, like, wealthy. But, like, damn, you're supposed to get hella cheap when you're wealthy, huh?
Well, that's what it is. Like, they'd rather pay one time for the turf than pay to upkeep the natural grass, and because you got to upkeep it every single day. Like, that's what it is. There's a lot of work to maintaining it, and they have to maintain it in the off season as well. So that's them not wanting to pay maybe, I don't know, maybe an extra 5 or 10 people to be like the grounds crew, like for each stadium. And Marco said they have grass in Arizona, only in the stadium, not in like the city around Arizona.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, how much? I would imagine it's not gonna be like 10, 15 people, right? You might like that's 150 feet. How many yards? 100 yards. It's 300 feet of grass. It's a lot of grass.
Well, I mean, that's 100 yards plus the end zones and all that too.
So probably like 100. Well, 130.
What is it, an extra 10 yards or 15
yeah,
yards?
120-ish. Plus,
yeah, but it's 10 extra yards in the end zone.
That's a lot of grass, man.
Yeah. And what Marty said, in saying the ACL is torn on the dirt infield in Oakland. I know, right? You just slip and ate shit. You weren't really tearing the ACLs, though.
I mean, yeah, I mean, because, you know, that maybe they had it right. They're like, we're supposed to play on baseball fields.
Tino said, how does SoFi get grass indoors? Let's see.
Because they're rich, bro. Those people were smart with their money. They weren't cheap. Don't scratch, okay? Don't scratch.
Huh, crazy. So it said they did switch to natural grass because they plan on being one of the teams that host a World Cup match in 2024, and you have to have natural grass for that.
The motherfuckers, they got a dude, right? He's hanging like in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and he on there just cutting the grass. Perfect.
So actually, you know what? It's called Hella's Matrix Turf, and they claim that it's significantly safer on grass than turf, or that it's safer than the regular turf or some shit.
Listen, man, that's how the real football's played, right? The world football.
But yeah, so it is. So as of right now, no, it's not natural grass. It is some sort of turf. Some sort of turf. I don't that a lot of different lot of different opinions about that. But I guess they got something real fancy over there. But no, it is not natural grass. But they said the plan is to switch to that for the World Cup though. And what up, Zeb? He said keep D Harris or pick up Zach Moss. Zach Moss, I guess. I mean, Damian Harris isn't gonna be nothing.
Keep Damian Harris, bro. Yeah, I want someone else to pick up Zach Moss and start them against me. You know what I mean?
And Facebook user says Guillotine League. How much fab for Josh Allen, Mark Andrews, and Godwin? If you got great big old gorilla balls, you don't pick up anybody this week. You just go in gangster against the next 16 teams, and you try to let a couple people waste a bunch of their money. It's like the longer you can hold out without picking up free agents and spending a lot of your money, like the more likely you are to last.
Or just do reasonable bids, because sometimes there might be other people just outright thinking the same way. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, I ain't spending nothing right now. You know what I mean? And you'll have the 3-4 people that's really going in, and then you'll see the more moderate bids that come after. I mean, like, whose team got released? Mine. You know, people are going to flip their fucking wig for a Waddle and a St. Brown and a Higgins. Or maybe not a Higgins, but Burrow. And that's pretty much all I had, though. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I mean, it's an 18-team draft. So, I mean, it's not like any of the teams are like stacked after the first couple picks. And yeah, I put in bids just to get in the motion of putting bids. But yeah, it was bids that I already knew I wasn't going to win anything.
When did they run last night?
Yeah.
For that one, those ones? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
And Stranger says nearly impossible to maintain for the northern states at the end of the year. Said it doesn't regrow between weeks. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it would need to be.
I've been looking into a lot of this faux grass. You know what I'm talking about? like that phony shit. You know what I mean? The artificial shit.
But you know, they could, if they wanted to, they could get a whole bunch of like high pressured sodium lights or get some shit like that. It will work. It'll be more expensive, but these guys are billionaires.
That's what I was just about to say, Blood. If I'm a billionaire, I have acres and acres of grass just growing for my stadium, right? We're gonna need a 1/4 mile acre. Just the whole entire 300-foot slabs airlifted in.
Yep.
Yes.
Why not? Like, come on, let's get real ignorant with this somehow. Because like, as long as it helps natural grass be on the field, it shouldn't matter the cost, because this is making the product even better. Because we don't want the product to get hurt, and that's the players out on the field. We don't want them to get hurt.
Okay, I'm doing the math. It's the 300 by what? What's the sideline to sideline?
50? No, let me see. Hold on.
Yeah, because then it's 120, right? From end of the ends, from the back of the end zone to the back of the end zone.
So it's so the width. Okay, I guess I was close. It's 53.5 yards. No, 53 1/3 yards wide.
Okay.
And the
probably
whole
makes it 54 with the 2 white lines on each side that encases the whole thing. You know what I mean?
So if we're rounding it up, it's 58,000 square feet are covered. 58,000.
Okay. How many square feet is in an acre? Because then it's like, you remember, I grew up in Northern California, so playing on the fields, the grass was legit. And this is like fucking like an acre of this motherfucker.
Let's see. It says 4,800 square yards. What is that in feet?
So square yards. So I would just say I would.
Okay, 40,000 square feet. That's what it would be. See, a whole acre that covers more ground than the entire football field, because it would be we said 48,000. No, so it'd be a little bit more.
38.
Right? No, 40. It was 48. 48.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more than an acre. A little bit more.
So you just need to have. So if you're a billionaire and you own this shit, you should just have a couple of acres laying around and some ready to go grass. And you know what I mean? If you're in Cali, hire a gang of Mexicans, bro. You'll have the best grass ever, bro. I swear to God.
And then there should be a way you could even grow it in the best places of the country, and then just bring it in, by I don't know, just get some big plane.
Man, you got to make the right call and get some real California Mexicans, though. You know what I mean? They'll come fly in, and listen, they'll have that whole thing. They'll have 48,000 square feet rolled up, bruh. And they airlift that shit, and you just push it.
Push it real good.
Roll that motherfucker open, bro. It can be done. I mean, that's how they do it, right? When you go and buy grass to put in your yard, you buy it's all rolled up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like however many square feet by square feet, you plant that bitch in there. I mean, yeah, like you said, man, with the way we have rapid grow methods, like you could just have a whole entire another field ready to go real fast. Just piece it together.
You could probably just rent, a little above an acre, one of your rich friends, just little areas on California or something. If you're on the if you're on the East Coast, there's got to be some area on the East Coast where you can grow like really, really good grass, get it shipped in. Well, Crispy said Hunter or Ingram in the tight end spot. Let's see who plays who.
Ingram's playing the Chiefs. Hunter playing the Dolphins. Probably go with Ingram here.
Yeah. I think Ingram's going to be a better volume play. But Hunter Henry's more likely to score a touchdown. So, I mean, I just think Ingram.
And he's also likely to be 1 or 2 on that team in targets.
Right. Yeah, I'm still gonna go Ingram. I just think they run it up with the Chiefs in this game. And Triple X Lex said it's part of football, trying to save their money when grass is a huge part of football for sure. What up, Stephen Drakes? He said, you think Eckler plays? I lost Gainwell, dumb shit already. It's not looking likely that he's gonna play this week. So I'd already be making moves like he wasn't gonna play just in case.
Yeah, and what time is their game? Are they in the West Coast again? Like you know, if you're gonna wait it down, you have to have
10 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then we'll be all right. You'll be able to have a pivot already ready in time. Whole lot of games to choose from.
Damn. Parker said, should I start Ayuk or Garrett Wilson? I mean, yeah.
This is a real thing. I'm just gonna give the answer, bro. It's fucking Ayuk right now.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson's still got a lot of upside, but man, he's gonna have like Stephon Diggs and/or Stephon Gilmore on him, and Gilmore's kind of familiar with the kid, being that I guess he wasn't there last year. Never mind.
Yuck said grass or pass. How about pass the grass?
There you go.
And Carl said, so a billionaire can't afford quality landscaping. Well, it's not that they can't afford it, it's they don't want to afford it. They can afford a lot of things.
Yeah, they're billionaires.
Yeah, Marty said chaotic spent it on a Monra. Yeah, I think it was like 300-400, something like that.
Well, at least it went to my fantasy wife.
Let's see. All right. Sorry if I missed your guys' questions. Let's get into let's see what other news that's even worth mentioning here. We got dang, this is crazy. The Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets game this past Monday. The most watched Monday Night Football game in ESPN history. That's how many people were ready for some football.
Everybody wanted to see Aaron Rodgers. We know what's cool about Aaron Rodgers? He's such a Sagittarius because for the longest, everyone doesn't know what the fuck is up his ass, bro. They're like, this guy's a dickhead. But really, he's a Sagittarius. Don't really want to talk to no one he don't want to talk to. And then, like a true Sagittarius, it takes, like, someone you're cool with to bring you around places. Like, for example, he's like AJ Hawks' guy. Hey, come on the show, bro. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Nah, bro, trust me. Pat McAfee's cool. Brings him on the show, and the rest is history. And then the whole outlook on Aaron Rodgers, people change their perspective. Like, hey, he's kind of cool. Like, oh shit, he's like a normal dude, or like, oh, he's actually an intellect, or oh shit, he does psychedelics. Like, oh shit, he plays the guitar. Oh shit, you know what I mean? He really chooses football over the box. Like, you know what I mean? He always has bad ones. The story's always the same, right? He ends up like, he's a real interesting dude. And going to New York, I felt like this was going to be an interesting chapter, you know what I mean, in the saga of Aaron Rodgers. And that's why you had a record-setting Monday night ratings.
Yep. All right. Troy Anderson in concussion protocol. Quay Walker in concussion protocol as well. We already said that earlier this week.
Yep, they can all be cleared by Friday too, unless they all showed up on Monday with the dizzies, and that'll count as Monday, and we gotta hope they get cleared by Saturday.
Yeah, Christian Watson, he's actually like rehabbing his hamstring. He's actually like doing, at least individual drills and stuff. So they said he wasn't even able to do that, like stretching and literally just like working out on the side, but he couldn't even do that last week. So positive steps, but I doubt he's going to be playing this week.
I kind of hope he plays and just takes away AJ Terrell from my Romeo Dobbs to go hamburger.
Yeah.
Yeah. This kid is straight asleep only if I'm holding her, bro. We're about to pull it off though.
Oh man. Now Song's getting a little crazy. It was me and him in the 12. He was making me a trade for Purdy. And now he tried to take it to the next level.
Yeah, Song, I've only made, I think, 2 trades with him, and it's always like in the fashion where it looks like I'm overpaying him. That's how he likes it. And I definitely was each time. I mean, I think I just got him I just gave him like Gardner Minshew and a 3 and a 4 for Chase Brown at one point, because that's where my head was at the time.
And this is the person whose team he took over. This is the team that I paid up for to get Herbert. And I got Herbert, Allen, and Watson all on the same team. I was trying to go for it last year. Hella paid to move up on Herbert. When it was worth it. But I got guys like Brock Purdy on the squad over there. And he's trying to get Brock Purdy for cheap. And so then when I did a counter offer, then he counter offers with more, but like puts Herbert in there and like, no, I'm not going to sell Herbert back to you for less than I bought him for last year. Because I traded 2 firsts and 2 firsts and 2 seconds for Herbert last year.
Yeah, but it's easier for you to do that because you don't have to fork up the bread for the next following years because you're the guy. Right?
Either way, it would have only been $81.
But you're not looking at it
because those next years were
already have trouble. Most people, listen, I'm speaking for, how
we already had that
done like that because it's like people won't want to pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's why we have people actually lasting. You're only going to make that trade if you know you're going to be here for the long haul. Because
when everyone swears they are. Until they feel the wrath.
Zeb said Claypool a drop. Yeah, in redraft, yeah.
Why do you have him?
Right, in redraft, you shouldn't even have him. Bake said Ayuk and Ridley for Chase and James Cook, Hopkins or Kirk. I'd rather have Hopkins than Kirk, but I'm not excited.
I liked it better now that I have more context. His trade earlier would have had him ending up with Ridley and Chase.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Nah. Right? Because now he's trying to give up Ayuk and Ridley. Whoever's on the other side is smart.
Yeah, because Ayuk and Ridley. I mean, man, that's 2 real quality pieces right there. Christian Kirk was the top 12 wide receiver last year. Look at what I already think that Ridley is going to surpass whatever Kirk did last year just based off of this one game. I know it depends on other people staying healthy and stuff, but I wouldn't be trying to trade. Really not going to be trying to trade away Ayuk and Ridley, not both of those guys.
I know, man. You know what? I think you should just put the phone down, step away slowly before you do something that you're gonna regret.
Smoke a bowl or smoke a dab, like I don't know, man. Especially in Dynasty, I'm still a fast trade is a bad trade in Dynasty. Like I don't care how you slice it. If it's a fast trade, it's probably a bad trade.
Last year, a lot of people didn't like Ayuk. I traded for all the Ayuks. Then I was able to like move Ayuk's because of like all the hype and the excitement, like the outlook for him in this past off season. Now I miss all my Ayuk shares.
Yeah.
See how that works?
It happens.
It's fun though.
It happens. Yeah, so Song didn't like my my 2 first rounders for Brock. But that's what he's worth right now. He's about to be the 49ers franchise guy.
Don't jinx him. I hate Sam Darnold.
Even if he gets hurt, which he probably will. I think he's proven enough. Like just coming out.
Hold on, let me get this straight. You saw one more game, and now you think you saw enough. Just before this one game, your whole take was, I don't think I've seen enough, man, and what I saw, I'm not too impressed. I get what you're doing.
It wasn't just the one.
You got a trade looming in the air right now. You're trying to I'm gonna keep it trill.
but but I will say the thoughts that I have about Brock, it was not just from this one game, because you heard me in the preseason saying like him making the right decision to throw it away multiple times and just was only putting it in the place where it was either the guy who was going to catch the ball or nobody was going to catch it. Like, that's the one thing that impressed me with him in the preseason. I don't think he's going to be I don't think he's going to be a double-digit interception motherfucker guy. I really don't.
Yeah, and like even like for Jimmy and like his worst year, like 10 interceptions with us. So yeah, give me 10. You know, I'm okay with it. I mean, you know, it's better than Dak.
And don't forget, guys, I'm always going to say whatever increases the value of my trade. That is not going to change when there's
And
a
for
trade.
me, I'm not going to dress anything up. I'm just always never going to highlight the things that hurt my deal.
But if I'm talking to a 49er fan, and Bogey, you happen to be a 49er fan.
Oh, yeah.
Do
Brock
you
is
think,
the GOAT, bro?
Do you think that Brock is a franchise?
I mean, that 2 first rounders is cheap, bro.
See, right? I'm just saying, man. Like, and he has my first rounder, and I didn't even try to get that back off of him either. I could have went for 3 first rounders. But yeah, especially and to a 49ers fan, come on, Song. Gotta pay 2 first rounders for your guy. Oh, get out of here. Now he tries to offer me a second in the Kobe Dean. Nope. All right, now we're doing this. I don't even want the Kobe Dean. Get out of here with that. Oh. Let's see. Anything else that we did not cover? Now, we pretty much covered everything for today. If you guys didn't hear it earlier, Kenny Gainwell, he's been ruled out for the game. James Bradbury has been ruled out for the game. And what's his name? Blankenship been ruled out for the game. And the Vikings, they ruled out their center, Garrett Bradbury. Man, just all these offensive lineman woes, like hella early, man. Just super lame.
Oh, shit. I'm in the Matrix. Am I back? Oh.
No, it's a black screen, but I can
Yeah,
hear
it's weird. But I'm here, though. Oh, I'm in the world between worlds.
Song.
Hold on. Can you hear me out there?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, no. Am I lost? Oh, no.
Yeah, I can hear you. You can't hear me?
I can hear you, but you're in the distance. I think I'm walking farther from it. I think I'm stuck. I think I'm lost between the world between worlds.
Oh, man. All right, you know what? We're going to sweeten this deal for you, Song. We're going to sweeten this deal for you, and we're going to throw Hufanga in the mix as well. Derek the Brock says, know your damn role. Song's trying to improve his team right away. I will help you improve your team right away, but I don't want N'Kobe Dean.
I gave some of the best advice yesterday to Hess. When he texted us in that thread, he was like, it was something about a trade. I said, man, I love just somehow trying to hold on to my first and second round picks for next year. And if I'm in it, by the time we get to like playoff and I'm in that playoff picture, I'm going to go find someone who's not in that playoff picture. And they are more than willing to give me a good starter for this first rounder. And I'm even overzealous. I'll give him the first, then the second too, just to make sure I get whatever good starter I'm trying to get to help me get that playoff push. But see, here's my problem. I can't even get into the season with those picks half the time. You know what I mean?
I know, because I was looking at one of my leagues. I was like, oh, shit, yeah, Bogard's pick. All right, we're loaded over here.
Yeah. He's like, now we just have to destroy Bogard, make these picks worth a damn.
All right, now I sent him something that's making him think about it, because now I still got the 2 first rounders in there, but I threw a 3rd rounder in, but I threw in Hufanga. Oh, and he needs IDP help over there also.
He's like getting a Niner on both sides, man. Be a real Niner fan.
So, I mean, it's a lot of picks, but I weakened myself on picks over here as well. When I tried to pay up for Herbert last year, and it didn't help me win a championship, which sucked. But
what is Blankenship is he concussoed or what's his deal right now?
I don't know what they said. I can't remember what they said his issue was. I don't think it was.
You know, in that Green Bowl, I'm really stupid, okay? And I think you are, because Wow, the fuck did we miss CJ Gardner-Johnson just floating around out there?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean it all depends on how you search it up, but it's sleeper sucking and just having him projected for like 0 points and shit.
I didn't get that. I was like, but here's the damnedest thing is I think he was even dropped because I swear he was drafted by Zoo Crew.
Potentially.
And then like somewhere along the way I missed him getting dropped or something because all of a sudden it was like, I'm like, what is CJ Gardner-Johnson? I'm like, oh, he put him out. No, he made a roster move. I'm like, wait a second. No, he picked him up. And I had just picked up Cisco. I was happy as a motherfucker. I'm like, yeah, let me hear them. I'm doing a song and shit. And then I'm like, what? He just made me really feel stupid. I'm like, what? CJ Gardner-Johnson, what the? And he picked him up and he's starting him against me now.
Damn, Zeb said dude that had Cup spent all his Fab 700 on Puka. Guillotine League. Probably knows he's going to lose if he doesn't make that, so you just make that move anyways.
I mean,
you make that move and then you just last another week or two and then that's it.
I don't know. I mean, things are polarizing, right? We haven't seen a triple crown receiver in a minute. And, you know what I mean? The last one we saw was not too long ago. And then you start seeing a guy get 15 targets out there named Puka. And, people just want it to be that.
Yeah.
What's the Rams schedule? Let's play this game real quick. Because I don't want to start him against the Niners, but I'm okay doing it if you just expect him to be a WR3. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Puka or Hollywood Brown.
Puka, yeah, Hollywood's trash. Hollywood's trash. He is who we thought he was.
Okay, who else?
Here goes the Rams schedule. Niners, Bengals, Colts, Eagles, Cardinals, Steelers, Cowboys, Packers, Seahawks, Cardinals.
So in a world with no Cooper Kupp, there's only a couple matchups even just in that first 6 games right there. I don't really like the Colts matchup. I'm okay with the Arizona matchup. I don't like the Green Bay matchup. I like the Steelers matchup. You know what I mean? And but by then maybe the Steelers are even better in their secondary. I don't know. But see, then maybe we don't care if he's going to keep getting double-digit targets.
Crispy, do you remember what league it is that I got Zach Wilson? Because he said, what's it going to take to get the $100 Fab quarterback off you? And it cost me $121. So, I mean, it wasn't.
He was available. He was available in one of those dynasties?
Yeah, I'm trying to see which one it was.
Oh, my God. I fucked that up. I should have looked around, B.
Might have been one that you're not in.
Yeah, because I would have spent it all.
So it's either in the 5 or the 6. And, yeah, you're not in those ones.
Yeah, good. Because the shit for shame. Shame on everybody else out there.
Yeah, it's the 5. And, yeah, it's because I have actually, I guess I did. Now this is just me being smart because I have Baker on the bench over here, too. So I do have 3 QBs. I don't know, Crispy. What are you offering? What are you offering? I need a better flex. I always need a better flex player. That is for sure.
I feel like there's a big 1 for 2 here.
I would trade 1 for 1 if it was the right thing.
Yeah. My move is like give me a strong flex skill guy and maybe a strong linebacker. All right. Good things happen to those that way. I've been holding that piss for fucking ever. And that's kind of, you can't even use that saying for that, but I was like, oh my God, it felt good to finally be.
All right, Crispy. I'm sending you something over here. We'll just use that as a jump off.
What are you asking for over there?
One of his wide receivers. And he has like a shitload. Oh, wait. No, I'm totally looking at the wrong thing. Hold on.
Crispy's going to see a trade go down for Zach Wilson. That's not involving him.
It's not him involved. No, because I totally did send it to the person who I was playing against. Not to Crispy. I canceled it, Crispy. And this is the number 5, Dennis.
Let me try.
This is the number 5.
What up, Dennis? And shout out to my dad too out there.
Man, Chris Beard's getting greedy over here.
You know, the fantasy gods don't like greed.
I thought he lost. A QB. He didn't lose one.
Fucking Ghost Monkey. How in the fuck is this guy getting fucking lucky, dude?
Let's see.
And how the fuck did we miss CJ Gardner-Johnson like that? Hot about that shit.
We're getting a little closer.
Okay, we got some spicy. Get a little spicy.
I mean, he had
shit. Hey, what time is it?
2:30.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Now he added in another one of the rookies, but he lowered one of the first rounders. So I'll let him take the rookie IDP, but I'm going back for that second first rounder. I'm just gonna keep going back to that. He'll keep adding things. I'm gonna keep going back to that. I need both of those first rounders.
You can't tell someone not to get greedy, and then you reverse turn around and get greedy.
No, for wanting the same thing that I wanted, but letting him add the players in.
Oh, I thought you meant
he's adding the players in, and
I thought you were keeping everything he added, then adding more. Like, yes, I like that.
No, I kept my offer the exact same, even with the extra player that he added in. So I'm just staying consistent with the two first. Now it's actually he changed it around a first, second, and third, and so now I let him keep his
fighting against the power of greed. The power of greed.
What up, Hess? Cannabis Guardian Angel in the house. What up,
Hess?
We're talking about trades. Trades are in the mix right now.
I mean, it's hard. You know what's crazy too? When I'm trying to like make a starter, like something they could like start chipping off of, right? You know, then you throw them, you bombard them with some shit, and you in hopes, at least this is my style, in hopes they start chipping away at it. But then it's like, you know what I mean? I started looking like, oh, they probably just think I'm a greedy sumbitch.
Yeah.
They don't even want to play the game. They just decline it. I'm like, well, you're supposed to chip away at it. So we have a nice sculpture.
Just got an offer for McCorkle Jones.
Nice.
Yeah, there's 4 that I have over there.
You know, in that IDP life, I'm gonna play Mac Jones over Prescott. Is that too crazy?
No, I mean matchup, right?
Yeah. And it's also because I think I like the idea of Bill O'Brien there, giving him a new look on offense, because it might take a little while for Foos to figure out exactly what they're doing. Because I figured it out. Oh, they can't run. They're just going to throw it. You know what I mean?
Now Song's going in the wrong direction, adding in a couple of my top wide receivers.
It's hard not to get greedy, huh?
It is, because maybe you just want to see how far it's going to go. Now I'm just going to go put it back to the same thing of what I did, just taking those guys out.
Right on cue. My dad said he was going to pick up my daughter today. That's why I was like, what time is it? Boom. Open the garage. Boom. There they are. Look at that. The force.
Marco said pick Trey Palmer or Pierce. Man, do we think Trey Palmer is really? Did get
down.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming Damian Pierce, but you guys just gotta give us the full names, guys.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Let me use the computer.
And Dennis said, "I love Kirk, but Philly's gonna beast." Yeah, I mean, but they are missing 2 of their starting DBs. They're down a cornerback and they're down the safety. But you know who's gonna get to play for Blankenship? Let me double check. I think this means the Rook is gonna be able to get in there. Yeah, Sidney Brown is probably going to get to play because he's the one who's backing up Blankenship. That's what we want to see. I have so much Sidney Brown out there. Would love to see him get out there and boss up. Now he wants Higgins, though. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw Higgins in. Man, Song's just he's trying to do the most right here. Yeah, I can't weaken my my trio over there. And he's being yeah, let's see. Is he just being greedy over there? Huh, you know what? Let's see. And Tino said, is Melvin Gordon playing? All we know is that he was activated from the practice squad. That's all we know. Where is Higgins? Take his ass out. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I even have Cooper Kupp on this team, too. I think Song's just, he thinks he could wear me down. I could do this all day. We're just going to keep going back and forth with the ping pong. And Marty says Palmer has a path to major snap percentage in 1 year. So, well, are we talking dynasty? I'm assuming we're talking redraft. Unless someone says dynasty, I'm always in redraft mode.
Turn my shit on.
All right, and I'm pretty sure I just got that trade done in the. So this is the Hustler Dynasty number 2, the offense only. And
nice.
So I trade away McCorkle. I brought back a first, DJ Moore and Charbonnet, and Mac Jones. Him and Russ are my 3 and 4 QBs.
And that's the beauty of having a. I mean, remember that one orphan team I adopted in League One? It had like 5 makeshift QBs, right? Like, but it had like, it was like Cousins, Tua, Stafford, Ritter, and Lance. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna make it to where I only have Cousins and Tua. I know it. You know what I mean?
Top heavy.
And I had like 3 first rounds. I was like, oh, we're about to ball. I was like, I'm about to have none of these picks. And like I'm about to have like 0 QB depth after this, but my team's about to go nuts until it dies. And I think half of them like got all banged up or died on me week 1 already. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Uh-oh. I think I might have broke Song down. Hold on. Let's see. We gotta. Oops! I didn't mean to withdraw it. Fuck.
That's cool. It's like playing hardball.
No, I didn't mean to withdraw it though. I was trying to change it.
Oh yeah, but you hit the.
Now I got to go back over there and
chilling. We on the pod right now.
Oh no, are you on right now?
Yep. Say what's up to the world, Clark.
What up?
What up, Clock?
I'll hit you guys in the comment section.
For sure. Peace. See, I like to believe I'm in my own version of the Truman Show, only I'm in on it also.
All right. We're going to get this done. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, get this. Do what we came here to do, right?
All right.
Do what we came here to do.
And that's why he doesn't want to give up his first, because he thinks his first might be the first overall.
I mean, if you don't do that, then I would stay away from that trade, because I think what he's trying to do right now, he might be able to fix next year with like a Caleb or you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well no, I'm still putting in 2 firsts. I told him that's why I was putting in
his first.
Well, that's why. Well, now I'm changing it. No, that's why I said that's why I'm putting in a 25 first as well.
Hello. Yeah, you're not on the show. No, I got you off speaker. What's up? Oh, My bad. Hold on. Let's try this again. Hello. Yes, you are on speaker. Fucking asshole. Ladies and gentlemen, Tino.
Oh man, got him.
Fucking asshole. It was too funny. I had to let him get it. I was like, hold on, you got to get this one off. Pause.
Marty said, "Oh shit, me and Song going at it in the 32-man Spider-Man versus Uncle Ben." Oh man.
Wow, you know what's crazy is like that's like Uncle. You should be zombie Uncle Ben because it's like Uncle Ben's dead, man. Unless it's like actually we are in the multiverse. This is like it's another version where he became the villain. How about that?
And Cesar said, "Should I drop Charbonnet for either Algier, Gainwell if I have Walker?" I'd drop him for Algier.
Yep.
Because we're talking he says he has Ken Walker. So he said, would he drop Charbonnet?
Yep. I mean, I would try my best to hold on to Charbonnet just because I'm a pussy like that. Running backs die, and if you have someone that Charbonnet is what you could diagnose as a lottery ticket. If anything was to happen to Ken Walker, this guy gets all of it. You know, but you gotta be able to house that, make room for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And Marty said, "Did you see Baker said he knew all the Vikes D play call signals and said how you got those answers to the answers to the test and still get a C."
I heard the flip side of it, that they knew their calls, like that Minnesota was calling out their calls.
That's even worse if they're calling out their calls and fucking lost.
No. Like Minnesota was calling on defense, was calling out the signals for Baker and them on offense because Baker was. Well, this is what Rachaad White said today on. I didn't read it. This is what Rachaad White said today on McAfee because I actually watched McAfee again because we got off early. And so Rachaad White was like, "Yeah, Baker was telling me, hey, when I called this, this coverage out, or when I called that out, they were calling the plays out." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hello, Brian Flores. Is he not their defensive coordinator? He had like a homeless man over there just laid up against the practice facility, just filming him. You know what I mean?
I actually had Song counter a trade with 2 firsts in there, but now he's trying to get my 3rd back, but that's like my highest pick, so I'm just trying to avoid sending that back. We're getting closer, though. We're getting closer. This one, it almost comes all the way down. He needs Purdy so bad.
Who does he got over there? I'm about to put Purdy on the block everywhere I got him. See what I can rock with.
He has Baker. And that's it.
Oh, I thought you had Baker in that one.
No,
that was a different one.
Yeah, it's a different one.
I was gonna say because you did go through a phase where like you had all the Watson and Bakers.
Yeah, I mean that was 2 years ago.
Oh, like 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, but I mean it was last year too when we were drafting so early.
Yeah, I had a shitload of Bakers.
Yeah, a lot of Bakers.
Yeah, I moved every single one of them, and then I kind of wish I had some of them because they're like my 3rd and 4ths.
Yeah,
moved
them a little too soon.
Because like I mean, it's funny like because people just when they hate something so much, right? I don't like Baker or Watson's not. No, he's terrible. It's like, is he, or you just don't like him personally, right? That has everything. It has nothing to do with football, right? But it's like for Baker, people don't like him for all kind of reasons: football, non-football, whatever it is. But the team he's going to be on is going to throw a shit ton. They were throwing a shit ton before when Jameis was there. They kept throwing a shit ton when they got to Brady. And after week 1, I feel like that's not going anywhere. Can't run the ball like the last 6 years. So
Clock said, "So you're telling me Baker knew the playbook?"
Nobody believes that Baker's smart enough, bro. Nobody believes this to be true. So you're telling me, oh no, what did you say? What if I'm the killer? I think that's the question, and that stands true. What if Baker Mayfield is the killer? I don't believe it.
All right, now Song had to throw something else in there, so now I got to make you give up your 6th and your 7th.
You didn't know this move was coming, Song? And then now, Song, this is what you do. You chip off the 6 because that 7's not going nowhere once it's in there. I'm telling you.
It's coming. It's coming. we're gonna get a Jair Brown like next year, you know, something very, very So you weren't here. So Blankenship, you know, who's backing him up, Sidney Brown.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
I got all the Sidney Browns, bro.
Reed Blankenship might lose his job and never get it back.
Oh, poor kid. And he actually didn't even earn the job to begin with, so his step aside. He was there because CJ Gardner-Johnson's just gone, you know what I mean? How the fuck do we not have why was he just floating around out there for the Lions fan to find him?
Someone dropped him in a dynasty league, and I didn't notice it until I was going through waivers like this week, and so I put in a claim on him. I don't even know if I got him or not. I got to go through all my teams to see like who
was I in that league.
I don't know.
Don't tell me if I'm in that league. I'm really.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember which one it was. Like they're all blurred to me now. Like I don't know which one I'm doing.
Oh, because you utilize that tool a lot too. You know what I mean?
No.
You know what I'm talking about where you search. Oh no, you're just looking.
No, yeah, I'm going through each league individually looking.
Okay.
Because each one was like so much, it's so different than the others, you know, like
yeah, because they're all in different times and different perspectives, and motherfuckers that, you know, I mean, they're clearing. We all needed to clear the same, you know, amount of players basically.
Yeah, and I think so for the weekly waiver wire show, that's one thing, but like when I actually go through and do the waivers, like what I did last night, like I mean, you know, throughout the day a lot, man, I was really seeing a lot of guys that we got to get on the radar for other people. I mean, I wasn't the only one who noticed them, but it's a lot of guys who they did super solid like last week, and
Sleeper's just they're not logging them right now. Sleeper's slow on their game right now, bro.
Yeah, I mean, all these guys are just, you know, projected for 0 points. No, like Sleeper doesn't even know if they're starters or
That's
not.
I went swooped up Ivan Pace in a couple joints and even some Bernards just because like no one, they're projected 0, but these motherfuckers, they're putting in work.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, they put in some work.
I was thinking about it right now. He's like, man, I am getting Drew Sanders, but how much do I like that 6th and 7th pick? He's going to smash accept for Drew Sanders.
Watch, Drew Sanders about to get a sack this week. Because he played Sam Howell, bro. Sam Howell takes like 5-6 to the ass, bro.
Corey in the house. What up? What up?
What up, Corey?
And Terrell in the house. What up? He said at halftime, Baker said, I got this shit. I know every signal.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So it was that way. I understood it the wrong way then. Oh, what he was saying is when I call this, it's going to be a that. Like, oh, well, if I call this, it's cover 3, or if I call this, it's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it couldn't be the Vikings knowing all his, like, because, like, if the Vikings knew everything that he was going to do, like, wouldn't they have done better than what they did?
Yeah, like, okay, you know what's crazy? Like, Brandon Staley, right? Like, they want cover 8. I kept hearing them say.
What up, PJ?
What up, PJ? But you know, cover 8 because it's like you have like Hill and Waddle to deal with. Just like drop everyone back.
Yeah. Somehow he still gets behind people. Somehow he still gets wide open in the middle of the field.
I've heard of stacking the box with 8, putting 8 in the box. They didn't drop 8, and he burns them all. It's the damnedest thing.
Come on, Song. Do it. Hit accept. Just go ahead and do it. This will improve your team so much right now and for the future. Hit accept.
He's a 49er.
So I can get a couple of my picks back that I already sent to this fucking team last year. And Dennis said I drafted Ivan Pace in a few leagues. Nice, because I know that I heard one of you guys, you or Marty or someone.
Yeah, one of the Minnesota guys jumped up in the joint and was like, Ivan Pace. And we were like, who? And then like,
why weren't you guys telling us that before Asamoah, though? Because you guys are the one who put us on to Asamoah. And man, he sucks. I dropped him everywhere that I have him in redraft.
I think there's a good shot for him to be a, you know, like still be a starter. Like maybe they move him. I mean, actually.
Oh, man. We got a trade. Tino is trying to make a trade for a QB. He works one out with Crispy.
Okay.
There's a first rounder involved, Tino. So you got to send. How much is it? For
half.
I pretty much
it's not half. It's all you got to send. You got to pay the next year.
Yeah, you got to pay 2024 if you send the first. So it's 81. Tino, don't forget. And but here goes the trade. Let's get your thoughts, Bogey, because he sent Baker. Crispy heard you say I need to put Baker on the block everywhere, and immediately goes to a trade. And Tino sends Sanders, Dubs, and a 2024 first.
That's not bad. Might have got away with it with like Sanders and the pick, but I think both parties walk away very happy.
Yeah,
and I think and don't sleep on Baker because he's trying to win over there. He's not. He might piss them off when it's all said and done as far as the Buccaneers organization goes, because he might get them far away from getting a good QB in the next draft. They might retain this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He only signed the 1 year deal, but I don't think anyone thought he was going to come out there and win in his first game, especially against the Vikings. But they did that over there.
And they got Chicago this week.
Yeah.
Like this is also Justin Fields and them time to shine in a bounce back spot and do what and maybe try to do what the Vikings couldn't do.
And we know that their schedule is hella weak because just all their interdivision games are going to be like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine that? The 2-0. Like, okay, if the Buccaneers win, and no matter what the Chiefs do, they win, the Buccaneers will have a better record than the Chiefs. I know it's not the same conference. I like the dramatization of it, right? Because that's a Baker team and a Mahomes team.
Yeah, and Marty said a first plus for Baker. He said too rich for my blood. Well, how about this for context? He had Aaron Rodgers, and he only had 2 starting QBs, and he had Aaron Rodgers go down.
He came at me. He was like, it was like a first, and like just like in Puka and some other some other window dressings for Brock, right? And he's like, "Come on, man, save my season." I said, "This is the Brock here we're talking about." You know what I mean? Because I'm just gonna always echo what someone said about him, because I know he wasn't being all the way sarcastic when he's like, "The Brock's the GOAT." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though he was, I still needed the Brock.
And Dennis said Pace was the best undrafted free agent pickup of the league. Yeah, didn't you say that when that happened? I kind of vaguely remember something like that. You said that it was a big deal that they signed him and how much they paid him or whatever.
Yeah, because he actually is like, when you're undrafted, like, you got an agent. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So he got an actual deal here. Like versus like, a 5th or 6th rounder who has to really show out in preseason. This guy kind of has a little up here.
He got a 3-year, $2.7 million contract.
There it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the first of the homegrown linebackers, right? Outside of the veterans that they brought in.
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah, because this is that regime's decision is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Over an Asamoah, who was last year's regime's, highly touted linebacker.
Yesterday's news. Oh, we're going in the right direction now. So funny because I took Hufanga out of the deal, and all of a sudden now
put him back.
And now all of a sudden the 7th rounder came back in. So you know what? I'll just let that go, and we'll just accept this deal.
Okay, lay it on me.
All right. So it is me trading away the Brock, Hufanga, and Drew Sanders. I'm getting my own first-round draft pick back, which should be a lower draft pick. His could be one of the top ones. That's why I didn't want to give that up. But I did get the son of a bitch. He tricked me, and he put in my second in there. Damn it.
Yeah, man.
The old switcheroo. I should have put the 6th back in there, son of a bitch. But still got a second back as well.
You're the old switcheroo.
The 2025 first from him. and then a 2024 7th. I didn't have a first or a second because I traded mine away. But now I got them back. I got Herbert. It's like I traded away Brock for Herbert and a first and a second.
How much did you spend to get Brock last year?
I mean, it had to have been waivers or like something. Like, I mean,
yeah, that's what I meant. Like, how much do you think you spent? Because I remember
I can almost go back and go check.
While you go check, I'll tell the story. So in League 13, which I'm the reigning champ, holla. I had Josh Allen and Brady in like the Judge Davis Mills lanes, right? And that was it. So it's like then the Brock thing happens, and I'm looking at my fab. I have like $60, and whenever this happened, the playoff picture is already shaped. You know what I mean? Maybe like the sixth and the wild card seeds haven't been decided yet for this league's playoffs, but. You know what I'm saying?
I got him for 21 fab last year, December 7th.
Yeah, so that December, because I was about to say it's late in the year, I had like $60 and I go straight to Song's joint. How much money does Song have?
Okay. Song said, why do I feel like I just got trade raped? Man, you just got a franchise quarterback, and you only sent me back my picks anyways. Son of a bitch.
and so look at this. I look to see specifically how much fab Song has, right? Because Song ain't gonna make a move outside of like because he has the first overall pick already, right? That's his record. But then the Brock is out there, and I'm like, oh my god, he has hella Lucci. He could just buy the Brock because right. So then like I go on a rampage, like making trades, and every trade I made, right? And mind you, this is like the Sunday, I'm already sending out the trades. And then Monday I make a trade. I'm making all these trades happen before this Tuesday comes up. And every trade I'm making people throwing me 50 in fab and on top of it, 20 in fab on top of it. Then I had Zach Ertz. I'm like, I need $70 more. You know what I mean? And I'm like, hey, Hess, I got Zach Ertz.
Remembers this? He was hella mad.
I go, hey, Hess, I got Zach Ertz, bro. And Hess, he's sitting pretty too, like with a high pick. He don't want to do nothing. So he's like, yeah, I'll take Zach Ertz for $70 or whatever it is. And then I go, yes, Brock is mine. No one has enough money. And I have the most. Yes. Oh, it's the things you have to do. And you know what's funny about that is because look at what it cost me in hindsight. I at first I'm looking at my roster. Okay, what can I do? Ooh, I have Alexander Madison. Ooh, Bernie Mac has Dalvin Cook. Bernie Mac always listens to my trades. Hey, Bernie Mac. Hey, I'll take Frankie Louvu, some fucking fab for Alexander Madison in like a second or whatever, or a third or whatever. He's like, boom, smashed.
So listen to this trade that went down simultaneously though, as yours did. Well, it was the one that we talked about, but I think Song was on.
Okay, so you found these ones. Okay, yeah. Help me out.
No, yeah, we just talked about this. The Tino Crispy trade in the 19th.
Oh, yeah.
Tino received Baker Mayfield and traded away Miles Sanders, Romeo Doubs, and a first. I think a lot of people would agree that Brock Purdy is a lot better than Baker Mayfield.
I mean, if it's dynasty and stability, you know, you could argue that like the Niners might have their guy here. If I was on the other side trying to work it cheaper for me, I'd be like, I don't know, man, the Brock, you know, I mean, they might bring in Cousins next year, you know, I might start like, you know what I mean? I might start, you know what I'm saying? But it is funny because 2 Brock trades just went down. No. Baker and a Brock.
Yeah. But yeah, why would they want to go out and pay Cousins when you got the Brock on his rookie deal?
Exactly.
For 3 more years, right?
You know, but here's the thing, though, is because I think
do you even get a 4-year contract as a 7th rounder?
No, that's why he'll be extended. Like he'll probably be extended next year
on a hella team friendly.
Yeah,
deal.
you don't want him. You want him to get like that right before that year, where you don't want him to start getting all smart. Like nah.
Oh yes, yeah, he did commit 4 years, $3.7 million.
Oh, there it is.
He got 3.
Oh yeah, and I heard like you know, another part of it too, part of the committing to it, I think was something. There was something that they did in the offseason. It was to help him get like full medicals too. You know what I mean? Like everything covered. Because I don't think they're as covered when you get down that far down the the roster. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Look at this. Drunken Mister. We got another trade in the Hustler 4. Baker Mayfield gets traded away for Hunter Henry and James Conner.
That is whack. Whoever came, hey, someone came up on Baker right there. Let's go.
Yeah, that's the Drunken Mister is that's El Compa, who's always doing the.
Okay. You want to know what's funny? Look, for everybody that's watching right now, look at this is what's funny to me, right?
Yeah, Dennis put Zach Wilson on the trade. Let me laugh at that real quick. Wow.
Hey, look at this though, because this is how it is, bro. I'll look at Sam Howell.
Yeah, Marty said, "Damn, now that's what I'm willing to trade for Baker."
See what I'm saying? But that's whack for whoever sold Baker. Like, you did it wrong. The stock market's higher on Baker right now. You know what I mean? Higher than that, bro.
Yeah, and Drunken Mister, he made a drunken trade at the right time. And oh yeah, his QBs are fucked over there. Dang, I need to figure out how to sell him a QB over here.
Who's this?
Oh, Compa, Drunken Mister.
Okay, I'm not in there, huh?
Yeah, because I drafted Anthony Richardson this year. This is the one place where I was able to get him. Yeah. And I got Desmond Ridder as well. Yeah, this is the one where I got Kyler Murray, and maybe I need to sell him Lance for just like a 4th rounder.
I mean, just go find the Dak guy and be like, hey man, you might need this, bro. Yeah. Scare him.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Oh shit. I don't know why people hate Dak.
Everybody hates him. It's like unanimous.
Yeah, so like I bet you if you come up to him like, listen, and you be like, listen, I know you got Cooper Rush over there, but you might need Lance. You be like, I know, huh? Like they might even agree with you. Like, shit, I know, huh? Dak dies.
Dennis said I got Roquan Plus for Baker. I mean, yeah, that's real nice.
Yeah.
This is why you hella like stack up on these guys when like they're worth nothing, like in these drafts. Like if you've had Baker for a little while, I mean, this is the time to finally cash in on him. Like I got hella Baker. I'm about to be trying to move him everywhere.
When I'm in drafts, and I'm always in super flex joints, obviously. When all else fails and it's not going my way, I'm gonna get me a QB right then and there. If I don't like what's going on and there's some QBs available, I'm just gonna start grabbing them, bro.
Yeah,
so I can't help but do it. It's even in the startups. And then like they don't even make it on my roster by the time week 1. You know what I mean? They're not even on there no more. I mean, like, even if the backups, the Gardner Minshew's, like any kind of blurb, I'm you know what I'm saying? You gotta utilize it. You know what I'm saying? I done flipped so many Gardner Minshew's to the and I'm not even greedy. Like, hey man, you got Anthony Richardson here. I just need this up off you. Here's Gardner Minshew. You need him. You know what I mean?
I tried like, hey, backups for like 5th, 6th, and 7th rounders.
Yeah, I mean, I might even bought a few. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. I had Tyler Huntley shop him around. Like, yeah, I need some IDPs. Who got motherfucking Lamar? Like, you know, this motherfucker is gonna want him. Whoever it is, I would buy a Lamar, but hell yeah, you come, yeah, only for an IDP. But yeah, but I want a good one. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like that's the catch.
Hell yeah. I gotta go see all the places that I have Baker because I'm assuming everywhere that I have him, he's a luxury. Was not drafted.
I got him in a shitload of spots, but I think I only have one I only have him one in your dynasties.
I got him in 6 of these dynasties.
I got him in a shitload of fucking redrafts as my 3rd. Cause see, and that's the thing too, man. I'm gonna make that a fucking. We gotta do the super flex QB school, right? And you know what I mean? Because that 3rd class, that you know, it consisted of the Mac Joneses, the Sam Howells, the Baker Mayfields, and I hate to say the Desmond Ridders, but you know what I'm saying? It's like if I could get one of them as my 3rd in a super flex, or even 2 as my 3 and 4, I have that a lot everywhere. And I needed week 1 because I got to flip them now. You know what I mean?
Hey, the first Baker team that I go to, he actually started for me in week 1. Fuck, I got no other QB.
What league is that one?
Number 2.
Oh, word. Oh, you got Mahomes and Baker. That's not bad though to go with.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what's funny is our man Lee. He's over there. He's like, well, I lost Rodgers. I did it to him again. And he's like, hey, sending me a picture, screenshot. What do you think of this? Timmy's trying to get me for Derek Carr. And I'm like, listen, I got Jimmy for you. And it won't cost that much. And then like when I was setting up the trade and I send it and he's like, oh, that's too much. And I'm looking at it like, oh yeah, I got greedy. I'm like, I want a first, Jonathan Taylor, and Aaron Jones.
What the fuck?
You're giving me nothing right now. I'm giving you something. You're giving me nothing. I'm just saying. And I said, you can start peeling off the top. You know what I mean? Oh, you want your first? I'll just take Taylor and Aaron Jones.
And AS said, why is my question just sitting here? Because I'm still trying to process why we would be asked, should I trade Nuka for Debo? Like, of course you should. Is like the person going to accept like Debo? Like, I doubt it. Like, you just get him off of waivers and they're going to try to trade him for Debo?
I mean, maybe the person's like disappointed in the Debo. He's so enamored with the breakout, what he thinks is a breakout performance by Brandon Ayuk, right? He's like, listen, man, I'll take Puka. I would kind of do that 9 times out of 10. I'm not gonna lie to you, because like I'm just crazy like that. I think
if someone offered it to you, hit accept. But
yeah. And if I'm gonna shop around for something with Puka, I'm going straight for Higgins. That's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
I'm aiming higher. I'm going for Higgins. I'm going for I guess I don't know. I'm going straight for Higgins. Let me see if I can pry Higgins above that motherfucker. Puka plus. I'll give him the puke and something. You know what I mean? You got to look at their roster. What do they need that you got in abundance? You know what I mean? Got to put some thought to these things. That's why people get, you know what I mean? Got to be willing to play some ping pong too here. And what sucks too is you got to be able to diagnose the people that aren't willing to play ping pong. They're just not going to make trades, those people.
Yeah, I just told everyone exactly what was happening between me and Song's trade. Like, we went back and forth like probably 20 times in like 30 minutes, right?
That was basically the show right here. 45 minutes. I'm not mad at it. I'm all about it. I started thinking, like, listen, I got a lot of moves to make too.
On your trade, Zong. And Buster said, I traded Ayuk for Cup. Why? He said, I already have Jefferson, Waddle, Evans, Kirk. And said, what's your thoughts? Bad, because I got higher on Ayuk as we got closer to the start of the season, and I have him in a lot of these redrafts and stuff, and I would not have wanted to trade him away for Cup. Like, even if you're just basing it off if Ayuk's healthy for 17 games, that's 17 games. Cooper Kupp is still only playing a maximum of 13 games no matter what, and that's like if he comes back in week 5, he might not even do that.
And he's a player with a contract, so it's like if they're not in contention, they might not even play him or Stafford, and then it'd be like the backup, and you would hope, and then that Cup was still playing, but they might shut him down too. It'd be like that. Like, you need the Rams to keep winning right now. Then that's if you have Cooper Kupp, you need the Rams to keep winning right now and give them a reason to really.
And we don't even know what the hell's wrong with them. They said that they're like super concerned about like this nerve damage like issue that he has right now.
They didn't say nerve damage. They think it could be a nerve issue.
Yeah, well, whatever the hell they said makes me think that he's got issue with his.
And if I knew like more like specifically like, did he hurt the leg that he just had surgically repaired last year? Like, you know what I mean? Then
right.
And it's like if I knew exactly that, see this. Shout out to Spencer the Guru, because I can always make a case for Cooper Kupp, but he just was like, I'm fading him, bro. I'm coming off the injury and the whole situation, and it was just the right move.
Yeah,
I don't have any Cooper Kupps for the record outside of
Dynasty. He got that hamstring injury in the preseason. Like, we were telling you guys to avoid him, just skip over him and pick someone else.
Yeah, let someone else do it for you. Someone else, and most of the time there would be someone else that saved me from myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because Cooper Kupp's one of those players when further he falls, you start we're in the 5th round, Cooper Kupp's here. And it's like we're in the 7th round, Cooper Kupp's here. Then someone else does it, and I'm mad. Fuck, but I thank them because they might have saved me from myself. You know what I mean?
And Dennis said Wilson or Stafford. My wife wants to know which Wilson. Dangerous? I would assume so, and I'd go Dangerous over Stafford
against Washington.
Yeah, versus Stafford versus the Niners. Yeah. And Zah said I traded Pickens and Swift for Garrett Wilson. I don't know. I don't know if I'm trying to acquire Garrett Wilson.
I'm not mad at that.
It's
I
good.
like that.
I don't like Swift at all. So it's like
I'll still take the chance. The upside on Garrett Wilson, I'll take that. And like I guess doing it now is why I'm fine with it, because if like George Pickens goes out there this week and all of a sudden he's the best wide receiver in the world, like he proclaims.
And it was dangerous, Dennis said. And Tino said, hit the drop.
I like
it. But I do like that, but I'm not really trying to acquire like Garrett Wilson's right now. But yeah, if someone's gonna
I'd say that's getting Garrett Wilson for the low. Yeah. I promise you that person probably went up and grabbed Swift somewhere where I would never draft him though, right? And even Pickens, like those are guys who are like mid-rounders, you know what I mean?
And that's probably, maybe he's getting hyped off of Deontay being out, for a couple weeks. Maybe think Pickens to the moon.
You did it right.
Yeah, I would. I like that. And then he said the other ones. He said now my wide receivers are Jefferson, Wilson, the Sun God, and Mike Thomas. RBs are Walker Hall, Rashad, and AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon.
See, what was the other one? And Carl said Purdy doesn't seem to like Debo, and San Fran isn't giving them consistent.
Said what? Because of one game? See, that's how you know this person doesn't watch any of. Like, I'm a Niner fan, like, and I watch every game the same way I watch every game. He was pacing for over 100 targets in those games. And how many targets did Debo get this last game?
6.
Okay, so 6 times 17 to 6. So he's pacing for
102.
102. Booyah!
He's not really like he's
never pacing for 120 last year. If you just take the games that he played with the Brock outside of the playoff games, even.
And he's never been like 100 reception like type guy, right?
Until not even in 2021,
right?
And then all of it was yak. Like he had 1,400 yards receiving, 840. Some of it was yards after the catch. Is fucking amazing. And see, that's why the Brock is great for Ayuk, because now you have someone who could routinely go down the field accurately, to an Ayuk, versus needing the scheme of Shanahan to get the ball into his playmakers. Because Ayuk can do that too. Ayuk is a true, like, I remember when Steamboat goes, CeeDee Lamb was there for us. Why the fuck who's Ayuk? And I said, I don't know, bro. And then like I started looking up and trying to find all the comps and watching everything I could find on him. And I'm like, he's Nuke Skywalker. He's baby Nuke. Is he not like baby DeAndre Hopkins out there, bro?
Yep.
Like, don't you get that vibe from him?
Fucking Peacock. He said, hey, yo, Kadarius Toney to hit the drop literally. And Bank said, stop yelling at me, Bogey. I think your mic got turned up like a little louder.
Oh, my bad. Because I always turn it up when I lean back, and I got excited there. My bad.
Man, someone just dropped Jonathan Taylor in the best ball. And we're like, you have no reason to drop anybody.
You should just tell that person, hey, I'm going to do your song, just add them back to your team.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to touch no one touches their teams.
Yeah.
He's probably like, why can't I pick anyone up, bro? Everyone's available.
Oh, man.
Or maybe he's like, listen, get this shit off my team.
Maybe.
Kurtson, my team. Get this shit off my team.
And Jay Phil said, who do you like most rest of the season? Evans, Puka, Gabe Davis, Christian Watson. Evans,
Puka, Gabe Davis, Christian Watson. If the Puka thing was, if you tell me he's going to get double-digit targets all the time, give me the Puka experience. Yeah. But then if not, it's Evans. That's the logical one. Healthy Evans is going over that wow, baby. Again, he's getting the I don't want him to get the record. It's going to be Jerry Rice, bro. Is he match Jerry Rice now, or is this to match Jerry Rice?
I
think it's to beat him. Puka.
Hold on, just gotta respond to this goofy guy. Letting him know you don't have to do anything. It's best ball. Your best players start every week.
No, the best players get inserted after. I think it's because that people will be tripping. Like because if you watch it, it's always gonna fluctuate. The projections are gonna go up and down. Like you just leave it alone and wait till it's done. It's not gonna do any. There's no fuckery here.
Yeah, some people just don't. They just don't understand, I guess. What up, Steamboat? He said, "Still mad we didn't get CD."
See, he came out the gun out. He was like, "Who the fuck?" He was like, "See," and I wanted CD too because it was in the air. We were gonna get a weapon here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like CD Land was the guy. He was the other guy who I was saying is like Baby Nuke. You know what I mean? Because he also had the dreads and he had the, you know what I mean? But truly, physically, like the wingspan, like all the measurements is just like DeAndre Hopkins when you look at Brandon Ayuk. And he's like a real X receiver. It just sucks that he's on a team that's reputation is to be run first, but it's really even killed in the last couple of years. Pretty much we're running and passing 50% of the time each, damn near. And everybody does everything, but no one can do what he does. That's the thing at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Brandon, out of all the receivers we have, like I feel like I'm like, good, we finally hit on a fucking first rounder outside of fucking Bosa. God fucking damn it.
And hey, Silky Johnson, Mike Joseph in the house. What up, bro?
Silky Johnson.
All right. We're gonna get out of here soon. We got Noble's baseball game to go to. And, what?
What's the team called?
He's on the Yankees.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that? What do they say? Why do you know why the Yankees keep winning them goddamn World Series?
Because you can't take your eyes off the pinstripes.
Boom. But yeah, hey, I was mad too. Who the fuck? I didn't even know how to pronounce his name. Ayuk. And then like I was like, oh, then when you start liking him, like, oh, Ayukin. So I was like, okay, now he has to be a thing.
Yeah.
It was that game. I think it was like week 2 or week 3 because now Jimmy's already dead. Like, it was just a bad year. And then here he goes fucking against the Eagles, and he fucking gets the, what is it? It was like an end around or something. It's like a jet sweep.
Uh-huh.
And he is gone. And the first motherfucker that tries to get him, he just hurdles him. Remember that shit?
Yeah. Peace out, Derek. We'll catch you later.
Peace out, Derek.
All right. And Peacock said, y'all picking up Kajarius Riceheed? Who is that? Oh, he said, just kidding. I made that guy up.
If we could combine all of them, they would have still only had like a whopping like 4 catches and a tug and like some minus rushing yards. Oh, unless we're throwing in MVS in there too.
And Marty
said, "That'd be the wackest league, huh?" In this league, the Chiefs receivers, they're grouped.
Marty said, y'all coming back on later. So I wasn't sure if we were going to do playmakers or not.
Yeah.
We might be doing.
I didn't plan on any playmakers tonight because I didn't run it by anybody. So I just assumed, you know what I mean? We'll bring it back next week, though.
So we might be doing a Wafers recap tonight. I don't think it's going to be like that. I don't think it's going to be every Wednesday night or anything like that. But
so you can see Bogey make all the right moves in the draft and leave the Hunter Henrys on the bench. And
so we'll see. Just be on the lookout. Not even 100% sure if that's happening tonight, but you'll get the noti and Patreon and all that. And Silky said that Keel and Peele skit when they do the football introductions. I haven't seen any Keel and Peele skit.
Oh, is this supposed to be like whenever it's like a primetime game when they're like Bogard, Scott Free, School of Hard Knocks. You know what I mean? And it's like Hustler, 420 Crew. You know what I'm saying? And it's like Talib Khalid, Kansas. Remember, he used to always say, hey, Talib Khalid used to kill me, man. And then the linemen, I like to put it on mute and then talk over them, like Anthony, fucking Q or whatever the fuck his name is, the 3rd grade reading level. Like, that shit is funny. But Talib Khalid, though, he'd be on there mugging too. Talib Khalid, Kansas.
Silky said, check it out. It's funny as hell. And Marco said, Pickett, Howell, or Jones for next week.
Jones against Miami. Their secondary was getting got on one side. They were just doing it over and over to him and over the middle.
See, what's crazy is like you thought Mac Jones, I thought Daniel Jones.
Oh yeah, I mean that's if he said Pickett, Howell, or dumbass, I would be like, oh yeah, I would have knew exactly.
Come on, guys, give us the full name.
Mac Jones. It's probably Daniel Jones, huh?
Yeah, it probably is.
And yes, Daniel Jones is okay against
The Cardinals.
Against the Cardinals.
Is he though? Cardinals defense kind of showed out last week.
But they still it's still vulnerable with the tight end against the tight end position and a pass catching running back. It's not like they. And I say that because even though
and he said I did mean McCorkle. Okay, so yeah,
okay, yeah, and even though like Curtis Samuel's not a running back, I mean all those shorter A-dot passes that they had, like that's how everyone's been attacking Arizona. You know what I mean? And then their main target, quote unquote, is going to be a Darren Waller. And of course, I'm going up against a fucking in Steamboat's league. I'm going up against a Danny Dumbass Waller stack.
I can't believe that someone did ask us about Claypool earlier, Marty, and he said whoever's wondering if they should cut Claypool, the Bears are probably thinking the same thing.
Yeah. I mean,
Darnell Mooney's going to be a thing before Claypool is over there.
It was good to see my man Mooney Tunes get nasty out there. But I will say it's a product of like just going to the other guy that's not plastered on with a Jair Alexander.
Yeah. That's for sure. All right. Well, let's get up out of here. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be back on later tonight, but yeah, just be paying attention. I'll be posting about it on Patreon as soon as we know and things like that. So yes, be on the lookout. Make sure you go subscribe to the podcast. And even if you don't listen to the audio stuff, go download it because that's how we get paid is off of the download stuff. So go hit the download button and automatic downloads if it's on Apple. Go leave a written review on Apple, 5-star. Of course, go hook us up with the review over there, especially if you're peeps who listen to the show every day on YouTube. It's the same thing that goes down over there. I just take the live video and, turn it into the audio over there. So go leave us a review. Leave us a review on the Silver Screen Breakdowns. We're breaking down Deer Hunter this week. And, oh, man, it's a long movie. It is.
Did you watch it already?
Yeah, I'm watching it for the second time already. It's super long.
Is it super good?
So I feel like I respected it more in the second watch through than in the first.
Okay, I gotta watch it.
Yeah, and I mean it's
What's
good.
Wednesday. Oh, I gotta set all my lineups. It's Wednesday.
And let me throw the link in, Marty, for you. The Apple link. Hold up. And I'll put both of them in there because if you could go do this for the Hustler Network, and if you could do it for Silver Screen Breakdowns, that is much appreciated. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Spotify. They don't let you leave a written review on Spotify, but you can leave a 5-star review, and that always helps. So yeah, go hook us up with some reviews over there on Spotify and on Apple. And tomorrow morning is going to be a Q&A, just like Friday is going to be a Q&A. And then we're going to have FNT, as always. The Thursday FNT is probably going to be a little bit quicker because we're going to be doing, the Thursday pregame show and all that. Man, I've been smoking on some good Cali weed the last couple days. Being real nice. And Tino says not even the violence, those motherfuckers when they come back we're fucked forever. What are you talking about on the Deer Hunter? Yeah, it's a pretty crazy movie. It's Robert De Niro, Christopher Walken. Like it's crazy seeing Christopher Walken as like
a youngster,
like 20-something years old. Like gotta be. Like let's go see when because Deer Hunter was what 78, and then let's see when Christopher Walken was born.
And that's crazy too, because if it was 78, that means like they were filming it like the mid 70s. You know what I mean?
Damn. So he was born in 43. So he was so fuck. He was already 35.
This watch.
Yeah, but it's still crazy though because shit. If he was 43 or 30, 35 in 78. I mean, shit. That just means like, you know, all those movies he's doing in the 80s and the 90s. Like, shit, he's got to be.
Damn, how old was he when he was on Saturday Night Live?
Let's see.
Because remember, he did a gang of shit with them too. I don't know if he was like just one of those reoccurring guys or if he was actually a part of the cast.
I feel like he was a part of the cast, right?
Right? Like with Mike Myers and all them, right? Chris Rock,
Yeah.
all them.
Let's see.
Real serious actor, huh? But funny as a motherfucker.
Right. Let me see.
Unless they just did skits making fun of him. Is that what I was remembering from my childhood?
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see.
Oh shit, hold on. My little bass called me because he's taking shit.
Okay, so actually I don't think he was so he's been on 7 times.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he wasn't like a regular, like recurring guest. We're talking about Christopher Walken, and we're talking about Deer Hunter, the movie we're breaking down this Friday on the Silver Screen Breakdowns. And Charlie Brown said first hour plus of yeah. Yeah, the wedding. Like, man, like that was just why? Because especially, and we'll talk about this more, but yeah, I had so many questions about like when they got to Vietnam. I was like, how'd these motherfuckers even get captured? But like we watched like an hour of like a wedding and an after party. Like, what the hell? Oh man. And yeah, Peacock said there's people doing impressions of him on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, because that happened all the fucking time. And Marty said, okay, subbed to the podcast on Apple. Is that what turns on the auto downloads? So go in there, like just go to the homepage or go to the homepage of the show. Like go back there and hit the little menu, the little 3-button menu. And I think there's a way, because I'm not sure if it automatically goes on or not. But let me just check like one of these other ones. Yeah, I think once you subscribe, I think that it will do it. But if you hit the menu button, it'll show you if it's on auto downloads or not. But yeah, that's the one you want. And that helps, especially because like I think the first time when it auto downloads, I think it might download like every single episode. It doesn't take up much space, but you can go get rid of that like real quick inside.
Yeah, cause I was about to say too. I remember this one time when I first started putting this shit out there, like in the world, like through what's that bitch called?
Which one? Spotify?
Yeah, but the sorry ass one I was using to get on Spotify. The one that I say is the one that saturated the podcast game in COVID. What was that shit called?
I'm not sure. Which one are you talking about?
Remember, it was like an app. All of a sudden, everybody was making
Oh,
podcasts.
Anchor.
Yeah, and then, so I was recording my shit, but then using Anchor to get it on the Spotify and all that shit because I didn't know how else to get it on there. You know what I mean? At the time,
right?
Yeah, but yeah, then I had my set to downloads, and I did so many goddamn motherfucking joints. And then like my shit took up hella space in my shit over time.
Yeah, Anchor is kind of smart because after every single podcast, it was like either Anchor did the ad read or it was like sometimes they had people do the ad read and then that would just, pop up like every single time or whatever. And it was like because you were using Anchor for free, you had to do that.
And they pay you too.
Yeah, depending.
Yeah, I just opted out to not do the ad read because I was like, fuck them, right?
Yeah.
But everyone was like, why aren't you doing it? That's free money.
And then Tino said, can we do a happier movie next time? Have you guys seen Trolls World Tour? Well, so this one was one of Nelly Nell's picks. Next week we're doing Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, and I'm not sure where that falls on the spectrum of like genre of movie or anything. Yeah.
It
Ready Player
like a hero movie to me.
It does, right? Ready Player One. Then we're doing that, but then we're getting into October movies. So yeah, there's no Ready Player One's the most lighthearted movie that we're gonna have. I mean, minus Thunder and Lightfoot because I'm not even sure what to expect. But yeah, man, lighthearted movies they'll come around in December.
And And by the way, that Trolls World Tour, phenomenal.
I've never seen it. I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen.
I got children, so I've seen them all.
Okay, now Peacock, you said, oh, Anchor, I used that. I think everybody used it for at least a couple. I recorded like 3 shows on there.
And there it is. It's a movie, right? It's always like it's just me ripping off like Terminator somehow, right? We go back into time, right? And we kill the person who invented Anchor, right? To stop the saturation of bad analysts in fantasy.
Back into time.
Yes. And then, but then like this is where the story goes awry, because me and you and I go to the dark side, right? Because now I'm gonna rip off a little bit from Star Wars, right? And like, so I kill the Anchor guy and I create it. And then like it was like called like it was like called like
Tina said, Bogey, stop killing people, please.
Listen, in the multiverse of there's many versions of all of us where we're all had to kill for food.
Oh man, Crispy said he's got some indica couch lock in his system right now.
Well, you know what? Just go like put your pajamas on already, I guess.
And Marco said break down Memento sometime. It's crazy because like I think that I haven't.
Is that the Sandra Bullock one?
No.
This one, I'm thinking of the one where she like keeps reliving the same days and shit or something.
No, wasn't this one? Well, maybe this one isn't the one that I'm thinking of. Never mind. I was thinking of this as I was thinking of something totally different.
Oh, Memento. I think that's the twisted ass one.
A man with short-term memory loss attempts to track down his wife's murder. That's the one sentence version of what it's all about.
Say less.
Oh, he said it's the movie where they tell the story backwards.
Whoa.
Trippy.
The good old reverse engineer story. Nas at one point came across that and was like, I'm gonna write a whole song like that called Reverse.
And Peacock, here goes our October movies again, just in case you didn't hear him last time. Freddy versus Jason to kick it off. The Audition, which that's one of Nelson's scary movies that he brought to the table. House of a Thousand Corpses. So we're doing some Rob Zombie. And then on the 27th, that's going to be like the Halloween week. We're doing Scream 1, 2, and 3.
My pick is so Bogard. Freddy versus Jason. Like, yeah, let's get them all in one.
But it's cool because we get to talk about one. Well, they talk about the backstories in there because that was for like
the lore
to introduce a new crop of people to like both of these like movies and franchises.
The motherfuckers was like a hop skipping away from each other, huh? Elm Street and Crystal Lake. All the kids that grew up on Elm Street went to Crystal Lake or Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, it's like literally like 20 minutes away, right? Like, because in that movie they had to like they knocked him out for a certain.
Yeah, they sedated him.
Like, we'll be there in like 20 minutes, guys.
It is a trip, like fucking.
Tina said Jason fucked up Freddy. It was a little bit of both, man.
It was like an action dude, right? Who directed it? Like one of them Asian acting directors. He was like a John Woo student or whatever. He was like a John Woo ripoff, I should say.
Let's see.
Because like when you look at when they're fighting too, like Freddy like doing moves on him and shit. Like I was like, oh, I didn't know Freddy get new like fucking Tai Chi and shit. Like,
yeah, I remember it jumped and kicked him right in the face and shit. Like
it was doing like combos on him and shit. I was like, ugh.
And, but I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like he fucked up Jason pretty bad. Like, remember when he had Jason like, you know, pretending he was a little kid, like on the ground, like crying and shit.
Sweet. Dark meat.
Man, see, they can't not play into the stereotypes, right?
He went straightforward too. He's like, fuck it. Jason fucked her up good, huh? Put it right through a tree.
Yeah, she was talking mad shit to him. I don't even know why everyone's scared of you and you're in your stupid Christmas sweater.
And your butter knives. Now when he had when Freddy was about to come up on, or Jason about to come on, he just cuts his fingers off. Yeah. Like, why didn't you think of that earlier, bro?
Yeah, he could have done that to both of his hands. He would have been screwed.
Everybody knows you gotta like dig his heart out and then kill the heart. That's how you kill. Jason, apparently.
Peacock said Hidden Horror Gem, Sleepaway Camp, Event Horizon, The First Power.
Whoa.
See, I'm never gonna watch movies like that, like unless we're doing it for like a show like this. Like I outside of that, like what I don't even know if I'm gonna watch any horror movies. We got 4. Well, I don't even know, like Scream 1, 2, and 3. I mean that's
like
counts,
okay.
but.
Here's my thing. Like the supernatural stuff, like when it's written well, it fucks with me because it's like I've done DMT and I've had like like I've done enough trips where like I've been to like some dark places on that shit, and it's like where it's like it's scary, but it's like okay, we're going, like what I mean, like it's taking me there, right? And like I remember when I first watched Inception, the concept of it is the same thing, and that tripped me out. Like oh shit, I'm be traveling through those realms, even though it looks like cheesy in the movie. The concept of it, you know what I mean? That like what I'm saying, when you sleep, it's because that's what you're basically doing when you're on the Deemster. You know what I mean? You're consciously in the dream. You know what I'm saying?
And I just don't like watching movies like that anymore. Like so, like we're gonna watch like a couple.
I don't like watching movies that are bad. Period. I'll watch anything as long as someone says, "Bro, it's hella good." And then there's few people like okay, like
damn. Candlestick said no. Lost Boys, damn homie. Yeah, Lost Boys is sick.
Lost Boys was scary as the fuck when I was a kid, bro.
I feel like we don't. That one could be one we don't even have to watch that for Halloween. That could be watched at like any time of the year and like get thrown into the mix.
What's his name? What's his name? Voice always makes me laugh, bro, because it's Donatello and shit.
Corey.
Yeah. It don't matter what he's doing, bro. That's Donatello, bro. And the dude from Sandlot.
And Marco said Event Horizon is is a very good, and horror movies ain't my thing at all. Okay. He said if you want to watch a funny movie, watch Murder by Death.
Sounds like I've watched it.
Yeah.
Some murder, some death.
Peacock brought up the worm caterpillar thing with Freddy's face at the end coming out was a trip.
Freddy was funny, bro. That's why I never was scared of him when I was a kid. Cause like it'd be like the bitch is dreaming, or the dude's dreaming, and there's like some titties randomly, and then like there's like Freddy's there. He has like a pizza, and it's like all the friends on the pizza, like, oh, have a slice. Like, you know what I mean? Shit's hilarious, man. Who used to crack me up a lot was Chucky, man. Cause like she'd be like, say something. And she'd be like, and then like, you know what I mean? What did she do? She's like, I forget what she did. And he's like, fucking bitch. You know what I mean? Like, yo, that shit is hilarious, bro.
She was like, you better say something. I'm gonna throw you into the fireplace. You stupid bitch. And like every time he would jump on someone's like neck or whatever, it's like he couldn't even get the arms around him, but his legs would be kicking like hella fast.
Mm-hmm. They actually touch on that on that series, because the series I'm such a fucking I love Chucky so much that I love that series.
It just came out on Peacock finally, so I'm gonna get into that one of these days.
Yeah, so they said because like he's like oh, you're wondering why you can't throw me off? He said, you ever heard of supernatural strength? Duh. Like it's like I'm a fucking soul in a doll. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, duh.
Uncle Ted said Brady. But then Tino came back with Trent Dilfer.
I want to get in the mix. Fuck it. Jake the Alone.
And Peacock said bonus breakdown, scary movie. Oh, man, that's classic. And I like 1 and 2. The 3 goes off the rails, and it's kind of bullshit how like Sean and all them and Marlon and all got like pushed out on like Scary Movie 3 and beyond. Kevin Hart's a dumbass. He said he only did Scary Movie 3 because he thought that that the Wayans brothers were still a part of it. And he said he showed up on set and he's like, hey, where's everybody at? Where's Keaton?
That's a lie, man. You came in there and pushed them out. You gotta be there like, we're gonna get the new hotness. What do you say, Kev?
Grapefruit said Colin Kaepernick's gonna save the Jets. Can't even save himself.
I mean, man, he's black. Hello, blackballed. That when they paid him whatever and made him sign that non-disclosure for what Kaepernick was trying to do, you know what I'm saying? It's a win because no one. I mean, outside of like that big old concussions lawsuit settlement or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I don't think the NFL ever folds like that. But they made him sign a non-disclosure. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, they might have gave him $10, bro. It's like, listen, it's a moral victory, bro.
I'm assuming it was more than that, but granted, to the NFL, I'm sure whatever they paid him was just like, here's a little $10, man.
Yeah, exactly. It was $100 million. You know what I'm saying?
And Charlie Brown, he said 2 movies that fucked me up as a kid that I haven't seen since: Jacob's Ladder.
Ooh, Jacob's Ladder is a good one.
And In the Mouth of Madness.
I watched Jacob's Ladder like later in life.
Okay,
it was tripped out.
Tell me if this. Okay, just tell me if I have not seen Jacob's Ladder. The only thing that I know is like pretty much the whole movie is kind of like a dream or something, where like something happens at the beginning, and like after that part, it's like
you
pretty
gotta
much
watch
a dream
it, bro.
or whatever.
You gotta watch it, bro.
I don't even know if I care to watch it.
I
don't know. In the Mouth of Madness. I don't know what that is. That sounds like it could be a porno as well. Could have fucked him up.
You know what always fucked me up? Because I want to be like a behavioral science motherfucker. That I had like that shit always like interests me. Like, you know what I mean? The psychology and how shit works in the mind, and then hunting down monsters and shit. Then I saw Seven. I was like, yeah, man, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? That Seven's a fuck right there. Was he being the same guy? Because the Alex Cross guy? Because then who's the guy I can't stand? The guy the black director, Tyler Perry. He ended up doing like movies like with the young version of him, of like the Morgan Freeman character.
Okay.
But I'm wondering, because I know it was like the same character in like Kiss the Girls and Along Came a Spider. But they're not really horror movies. Those are like suspense thrillers.
So funny. It's like, who do I hate again? I almost shouted out everybody.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like there's a long. I should have let you sound the list off. It's a good list. If you guys just avoid these people on this list, your life's gonna be that much better.
Yeah.
Number 1, Mark Ingram. Fuck him.
Tino said Debbie Does Dallas. Classic. Oh man, yeah. Bogey's gonna have his list.
You just made the list.
You just made the list.
I got a gang. I was just thinking about that list pretty long, man. You know, Santa Claus has a list. Yeah, I just have a list. Just hold on. I hate to say, where's the end? Where's the Rolodex?
So funny that was like a gimmick for Jericho for the longest time. He'd just be walking around with this list. It's like clicking the pen. You do it. Don't make me do it.
They wanted him to do it too, huh? You know what? You just made the list.
You just made the list.
And all the fans would go crazy. Yeah.
I remember Jake Seeley, right? This is hella funny, right? You're gonna love this one because like I love Jake Seeley. Like, and he's a Sagittarius. His birthday's the day before mine. And like when I brought him on the show, I shot him the show sheet. And you know, I was doing the show with another guy who just Bogard show, right? I'm not gonna say the name. But like on the show, it had all kind of like Jake Seeley isms, right? Because I'm a big fan, right? So like we did like a Friends trivia to close the show out. But at one point we were talking about Najee. Because you know what I'm saying? Najee's that big rookie that year. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I'm all about Najee, Jake. And he's like, yeah, but you know, and he's like, but over who? I'm like, I don't know, Jake. You know what we do, Jake? When we can't figure out where to put a running back. And he's like, oh, you know, he already knew because I'm doing his shtick, right? And he goes, he has this little sign. You just made the list. You know what I mean? And it's funny because, like, you know, other guy who will remain nameless, he's just like, you know, he doesn't get. I'm like, yeah, that's why you're not supposed to be on the show right now. You know, you just pop up right before the show starts, like, oh, I'm here, all drunk. I'm like, okay. And then when we did the Friends trivia, just like, wow, you don't know nothing. Kill that Friends trivia.
Yeah, I couldn't be on no Friends trivia.
No, but what's funny too, because he goes, I'll come on on any trivia show you guys have. And remember me and you were planning that like big like 90s video game movie, TV show, cartoon, fucking just 80s, 90s, just extravaganza. Well, yeah. And I always said too, like, we should just start throwing in like questions like here and there. And then over time we'll build it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we're like, but I still do. I was telling Candlestick how like how Gemmo has the line on Russo still.
Yeah.
And like I want to get Russo on a trivia show with us.
That'd be cool.
But here's the stick. We all have the answers. So we're all just kicking his ass. You know what I mean? Hey, I mean, it's a work.
That's fucking hilarious.
And we'll see how long he lasts. It's a work.
Oh,
And
man.
we should have categories too, like attitude era, right? And it'd be like, who wrote the attitude era? Who is self-proclaimed writer of the attitude era? He would just leave the show. And we'll save that for the end or something. Because it'd be like an hour for $200, but that would be fucking worth it.
That would be funny.
Are you with that?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
And I love how
like the most obscure like fucking questions, like obscure wrestling questions. You know what I mean?
And I love having the trivia shows. What I would like to do is just like, you know, how Minnesota Marty's helping us out with Jeopardy. You know, if there's any kind of trivia questions, we can come up with the themes. And yeah.
But this one's a work.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know what you mean with that one. We're writing the questions and everyone's getting the questions and the answers ahead of time.
Yes. And we're kicking his ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man. Hold on. I gotta show. This is how we're gonna end the show. I gotta send this picture to the computer right now so I can share it with so we can share it with you guys. It was a meme that someone made about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
All right, everyone, look at the screen. Hold on, here it comes.
I already know I'm not gonna like it.
All right, here it comes, everyone. Check it out.
It's cold, man. It's cold because it's funny.
Oh man. Fucking Dennis. Dennis found this somewhere. And Marty said,
well, it's better than the one I clicked on earlier because I legit, it was like, I check out this fucking Aaron Rodgers meme and I clicked on it. It was a somebody with his dick out.
What? Why are you always getting caught up?
I don't know. Listen, man. Shout out to the Head Nod Music Group because they do that and it was like, hey, look, y'all too. It was like hella like serious shit too. Before that, hella different links popping in and then someone just snuck one in there. You know what I mean? My boy's like, I'm at work, bro. I just opened it up on my computer and shit.
Oh man, fucking ridiculous. And Marty said I got something like that too, bro. He's shaking my head.
It was like a something about Aaron Rodgers fucking this was yesterday though. It was like before like it was like announced.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, I was clicking on everything Aaron Rodgers like what? I guess it was a change. I guess it was a good. It was refreshing because it wasn't the same dude. You know what I mean? From years ago, the infamous dude.
Damn it, and Silky, we are gonna get up out of here right now because
we're talking about like dick pics, bro.
I gotta get out of here and take Noble to baseball pretty soon. But he said, "Can you play the Keel and Peel football skit?" So
they're gonna get us.
Yeah, we're not gonna play. We're just gonna chill on playing stuff like that until we get remonetized and.
They're gonna get us.
Yeah.
I'm scot-free, goddammit. You'll never catch me alive.
But I will go watch it. It looks like there's like 2 different ones on there.
Yeah. There's one where he just slap ass.
Oh no, it's really just
one.
No,
that's the baseball one. Ass slap. I love it because those fools, it's like it gets to the point where it's like it gets so cringy, then that's when it's hella funny. You know what I mean?
It's funny. Crispy said, send me the meme. My daughter hates Rodgers. Sent it to you. All right. We'll see you guys potentially later tonight. So just be on the lookout and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning for sure. Peace out.
Peace.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today
you know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.